All right, good morning, everybody. If you can hear me and if this sounds all right, if you could hit that number 1, that would be helpful. Again, if you can hear me and if I sound all right, hit that number 1. Hoover, Pam, Trucking, Garrett, Kyle, Kevin, Jimmy, Det, Rip. Perfect. All right, thank you, everybody. Well, very quickly, for those of you that watch this in the archive, thank you very much. But to be very upfront and transparent with you from the business standpoint, if you want to have something to continue to watch in the archive, code CLAY, all caps, is how you can help support the stream, as it is totally viewer supported. There are no sponsorships. I don't have Google ads turned on during the main live stream. So yes, code CLAY, all caps, with any of these prop firms is how you can help support it. And also save yourself some money. So you're getting whatever the current deal is at any of these prop firms, while also supporting the stream I recommend. I love Take Profit Trader, but I do understand that everybody's at kind of different areas of your journey, have different strategies. So any of these prop firms, though, are a way that you can help support the stream. So everybody that has used code CLAY, thank you very much. You're genuinely making a difference. And even if you're just considering using it, I thank you for that too. All right, let's hop in. Oh, oil. Let's get back over to MNQ. Well, good morning, everybody. It is Thursday, May 28th. The year is 2026. And we had some spice. Supposedly the deal has been negotiated. It depends on how you define a deal has been reached, right? A deal has been reached pending its approval. Well, then it hasn't really been reached, has it? But either way, or at least, to be fair, maybe something has happened more recently, but that's the last I saw, was a deal had been reached pending Trump's approval. So if something has changed over the past, 15, 20 minutes, let me know. But that's my most recent understanding. But yeah, that was right here. What was that? Over 100-point candle. So things got spicy there in a big way. And now we are actually approaching these highs here. Why everyone trade NQ instead of ES? Oh, well, there's a lot of people that trade ES. I think a lot of people they prefer NQ because it just moves a little smoother, moves a little bit more volatile. But there's nothing wrong. If you want to trade ES, I don't have a problem with that. There's still plenty of volume. It's a very liquid market. But yeah, I think a lot of people trade NQ just because it does tend to get a little bit crazier in a good way. A deal to make another deal, which isn't. Yeah, exactly. The more I read, the more I'm like, okay, I think we're stretching the definitions of words here and understandings, because this doesn't seem like really an agreement of anything. Because yeah, you have all these depending on that, which depends on this, which is derivative of that, which is I don't know. But how are all your days going so far? I guess I'll just point this out just because I know some people wonder, hey, Clay, how does the chat room work? Hey, Clay, is it live? Are you streaming? And no, I'm not streaming, and this will also illustrate where this gain came from. But you can see here, this was an alert from the private community. Is there a bounce coming? Actually showed my order right there at 960, right on the 5-minute time frame. So that is where I had an order. And then if I bring over the 5-minute very quickly, you can see that the price, where was it? Yeah, came down. It's hard to see because it looks like it just came down here and came down through it, but it actually came down and then had like a 20-some point bounce right here. And you don't need much. On 4 NQs, that bounce was right there. All I needed to make it a nice quality trade. So that is where the lion's share of that came from. And then had a weird MNQ trade, and then tried MCL. So oil, when everything was going crazy, just did one MCL. So not too bad for one micro oil contract there. So that's pretty much my day summarized. Nothing fancy. Some days I'll show up and I'll say, I'm not really quite sure how I'm green today. Today it makes very good sense on how I'm green. Like I said, the trade that I took that I just showed you there, in my mind, that made a lot of sense. It made a lot of sense why it worked. It did. When I got a little bit of a bounce, I was not shocked. I'll put it that way. Now, that doesn't mean that it's always guaranteed to bounce. It just means in my mind, all that made sense on how it bounced and why it bounced from there. And okay, I'm green. Some days, though, if you've been here long enough, you've had me You've heard me show up and say, I am green on the day. I'm not quite sure how, but I am green. Today is not one of those days. Now, hopefully it stays that way, but past couple of weeks have shown that there's always the potential for the wheels to fall off the bus. I picture Howie Mandel asking Trump deal or no deal. Oh, yeah, with the briefcases. Great for Jimmy. Good. Profits hitting now on nice job, Dogger. Green 800, very good. Philly oil dance, I don't know why, was slow moving and now dancing. Oil dance. Oh, you mean like right now, Dan? Sorry, I thought you meant like previously it was dancing. I'm like, well, yeah, with that news. But yeah, okay, never mind, Philly. In 10 minute Trump will tweet, no deal. That is, we do have that threat on the table. So once again, I would say this is an environment that is a massive, massive sales pitch for prop firms. Because you're absolutely right, Kyle. Like, we now have the environment where at any moment, Trump could come out, Iran could come out and say, what are you talking about? Trump could be like, no deal. And then everything just goes haywire in the opposite direction. And if you're using your own funds, even with a stop loss, when you have things like slippage and stuff like that, I mean, it could be a unique live stream. We'll see what happens. But yes, I fully agree, Kyle. Even if you said that maybe a little tongue in cheek, like there is a lot of truth to that too, which is kind of what makes it funny. It's like, yeah, well, we now have the possibility where Trump just says no deal, or Iran says, what are you talking about? And then we just crater. So you never know. Hey, good morning, Brad. Okay, and like just very recently, Philly. Gotcha. All right, well, right now we are looking at what I would call just kind of an overall bull pennant here. Something like this, give or take a little bit. Trying to see, could you make a bull flag out of this? Maybe if you exclude that stuff right there. But point being, we don't want to get too bogged down in the details. The fact of the matter is there's been a big move up. Now it's just consolidating. So, in a lot of people's minds, including mine, do we get some sort of break to the upside? Iran just came out and said we have not accepted Really? Maybe that was that move right here, a couple minutes before that news hit the wires. But I would have thought something bigger than that. Well, what I see we're at the day's range, and I see a pullback. All right. So are you getting short then? Enemy? What are you gonna do with that fair observation? No problem. So are you getting short? Are you already short? What's this observation look like in more of a practical sense? That on financial juice, I think that was what was that? Yeah, but I would think that news would have been way more impactful than that. So I don't know. All right, Johnny, we're trying it one more time. One more time. You are creating quite the uproar. A lot of people are sick of me giving you chances. They're like, just ban this troll already. But we'll go one more time. One more time. I love when people refer to themselves in the third person. What was the episode of Seinfeld? Jimmy? Was it Jimmy? I think it was Jimmy. Pretty sure. For you Seinfeld fans, what episode? What was the name of the third person episode? I'm pretty sure it was Jimmy. Hey, good morning, Barrow. We'll wait for some solid rejection, then I will jump in for a short. All right, well, you let us know when you jump in for that short, and then give us a stop too, so we can have a better understanding of what exactly you're doing. Gotta wait for the triple, double, Ikimuku crossover, then I'm in. Makes sense. Just keep an eye on the Pakistani pivot point. Hey, good morning, Snell or Snahal. I remember you from yesterday. I don't know if I got your name pronounced right. I remember you said I did it yesterday, but hey, good morning, Greg. Again, keep your eye on position size. This is a very wide y-axis from this location on the chart to this location. So you get I'm not going to call it a massive candle, but I'm also not going to call it a small candle, but, a candle that, starts here and then goes up to here. Again, good sized candle, but that could still be a 50-point candle. So just keep that in mind. We're in a pretty spicy environment. Yeah, Johnny, no, the problem with you is you don't give us numbers. I asked you to give us numbers for a trade plan. You didn't do that, and then you just started to armchair quarterback, tell me what to do within my strategy, which is the most arrogant thing you can do, because in order for you to tell me what to do within my strategy, that assumes that you know and fully understand my strategy, which you definitely do not, right? That's why I'm not going to tell you what to do in your strategy. I mean, I can say broad things like you might want to consider a stop loss, but like, I'm not going to tell you anything because that would reveal that I think I actually fully understand your strategy, which would be a very arrogant position on my end. So Johnny, it was your arrogance that got you booted. Hey, dude. Dun, 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 dun. Hey, Double A. You closed on your house today. Congrats, man. Oh, man. Remind me, is this your first house or no? No, that's not what I said. I can tell you what to do with broad forms of risk management, right? But there's no way I'm ever going to tell you what to do within a trade plan. Because I don't, that would assume that I actually know your strategy and know your trade plan, know your personal risk tolerance, which nobody knows. So why would I do that? Now, if I'm a very arrogant person, I could do that. So yes, it was your arrogance that got you banned. That's the problem with people when they get put in timeout or kicked out for the day. They can never, okay, always is a strong word. The vast majority of them come back and they're like, why did you do that for? And it's like, well, that's literally not why. It's almost like some people just, I don't know. I won't say that. That's kind of mean. I won't say that. Clay, we are all cleared up from one day. I don't know. John, I don't plan on you being around very long. Because like all kidding aside, and this is the internet, so like I'm learning that all things are possible. Like I could literally be talking to a crackhead one moment, and then like an 11-year-old dude that lives in their mom's basement the next moment, and the next moment I'm talking to like the sweetest old little grandma, and then the next moment I'm talking to somebody that I'd probably totally hang out with in real life, and then the next moment I'm hanging out with somebody where English is your 17th language because they're over in Bangladesh, which is fine. So, like, literally everything is possible. So, Johnny, I say all that to say, I think you could be bipolar. Because some times you're perfectly fine. Then you go into, like, troll mode. And then you go into, so, like, that is my current theory on you, Johnny. Like, I might just be talking to a very bipolar person. No, I could be wrong. I'm just saying I've learned that live streaming is... And that's why I always tell people, like, live streaming is so fascinating. Like, I could be talking to, one person after another. I mean, international, all sorts of life circumstances. Well, I mean, you're proving it right now. Because right now you seem like a rational person. But we'll see. We'll see how the stream in the next couple of days go. My prediction is that at one point you'll fall off the wagon and you'll be back. Like, the bipolarness will kick in. I can be bipolar. Yeah, I think all traders have a little bit of bipolarness in them, dictated by the P&L. Agreed. All right, I'm going to look for a short here. We seem to once again be kind of lacking any sort of follow through. So if it wants to come down here, man, that's a 20-point stop. Well, I'm in now. Come on down. I am short. Beautiful candle. Will it deliver? That remains to be seen. You got to think some kind of mental issue. You do this every day, I think. Oh, are you saying I have a mental issue since I do this every day? I'm open to that idea. I'm open to the potential that I myself also have a mental issue if I'm willing to, put myself through this every day. Fair point, if that's what you're saying. I am willing to concede that is a possibility. Oh, this being defined as just day trading. I thought you meant this being defined as live streaming. Sorry. Hey, Meech, good morning. Scalped out, not liking. I'm going to try to trust the candle. I mean, it's rejected from this general area several times before. Once, twice, 3 times. Let's see if 4th time might also be a charm. Not looking so good right now, though. Oh, so close to getting stopped. In some sense, I want to add now if it were to come back down. I don't think it will, but if it did, I think I have to add right there. That'd be looking spicy, but I'm not planning on it coming down. I'm planning on getting stopped out here at this point. Yeah, oh yeah, it's a good question. Did anybody trade the news candle? I did not. I wasn't even at my computer, actually. I came back and was like, whoa! But yeah, did anybody get cooked? I mean, if you were short on that, you're pretty much cooked. I imagine that this thing happened. All right, stopped out there. I imagine that thing had a whole lot of slippage in it. Uh-oh. You were short on gold? What did gold do at that moment? Oh, ouch. Yeah, sorry to hear that. That's never fun. Today, got lucky from the news. Okay, so you were in long. 10 micros, so one GC. Dang, bummer. Sorry to hear that. Hey, Trader Alex. Well, this candle here just, I mean, I'll take that setup again. I don't have any, I don't have any regrets. That sort of candle at a location like this that had provided several other rejections. Just didn't reject this time. It is what it is. Glad I scalped out. Yep, good call, Ty. Just kind of slow and methodical right now. What's oil doing? Not really dropping down at all. I mean, a little bit, but... I don't. Did you check your email this morning, Trader Alex? Well, not to mention what prop firm are you with too? Let's take a step back first. First off? Well, no, I guess this applies. Did you check your email? If yes, next question is going to be: did you see an email in your inbox about, hey, there's news today that you cannot trade? If yes, I saw that news and it said I cannot trade, and then you traded, yeah, you're probably toast. Oh, there we go. If you did not see any email, then you're fine. I did not, because I do. Part of my morning routine, as I always preach around here, should be to check your email. I did check my email. I did not see anything from TPT. So as far as I am aware, you are just fine. Hey, trader. Entered at 168. Okay, well, Kaidu's, congratulations, but for your next trade plan, let us know ahead of time. What you just did there is what we call the Trust Me Bro trade plan, but I don't recognize the name, so I think you're new. So welcome, good to have you. But yeah, around here, the Trust Me Bro trade plans don't really have a whole lot of value. But yes, congrats on this one. Next one, let us know ahead of time where we're getting in at, where's your stop, and all that good stuff. Hey Clay, good morning. There is a struggle setting up VWAP on Trade of 8. Oh, you're having a struggle? Yeah, you just search on indicator and then explore community indicators and then look for, just type in VWAP and something will pop up. I can never, ever remember. How do I get this thing to disappear? I can never remember how to do that. Oh, there, no. This is one of these weird things. Like, what am I missing? How do I get this? I keep clicking off it. Do I click up? No. Click right there. Nope. I'm not even trolling right now. How do I get this window to? Do I just scroll? Nope. Double click? No. Maybe double click? No. Okay, now this. Okay, what did I do? I don't even know what I just did. Click the button that opened it. Ah, who said tie? Thank you. Thank you. How long it takes to pass the evaluation and take profit roughly? Well, I mean, that depends on how aggressive you're going to get. You have 30 days. Well, I mean, let me take a step back. You have as long as you want. I just say aim to pass within 30 days so you don't get charged again, because your test phase is charged per month. So if you want to take 6 months, that's fine. You're just going to have 6 months of payments. So you can take as long as you want, but I say aim to pass within 30 days, and 30 days, because of how fast futures move, is plenty of time. But within that 30 days, how fast? Well, I don't know. How aggressive are you going to be? Okay, I got you. I tried YouTube when all right, K-Deuce, no problem. Should next week, I think, Ty. Next week. Hey, Evan. You're welcome. Hey, morning, rookie. Hello. Oh, I already said hello to Evan. Man, just slow grind up. 2 to 3 day. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you can get through it. It's really just that's where strategy comes into play. Like, some people are, and I'm not saying anybody's wrong either way, but some people, for their numbers and the way they measure time and value of time, and I mean, they're gonna hit that eval hard, and they're gonna get their answers quick. Their answer might be a passed account. Their answer might be blown up account. But their priority is, I just want my answers quick. Again, I'm not saying that's how it needs to be. That would just be one approach. Other people are like, hey, I'm in no rush. If it takes me 3 weeks to pass this thing, if it takes me an entire month, so be it. And that's fine too. I'm just saying, within the prop firm space, there's, there are lots of different other strategies that would never be considered, kind of how I, quote unquote, grew up in the markets. Like, I still consider myself relatively new to the prop firms, even though I've been doing it for about 2 years now. But I'm still even trying to think through the best strategy within a prop firm context, which is the best context, by the way. But which always makes me laugh when prop firm trading's not real trading. Real trading is using your own funds and your own. It's like, okay, that's fine. If that's how you want to define real trading, that's fine. I guess I'm doing fake trading. I'll just adopt that and say, well, there are certain strategies that you can do differently with fake trading. But at the end of the day, I don't know if I'd really call it fake, because you can still make money, and that money, if I go to Subway to buy a $5 footlong that no longer exists, they'll still take that money that I got from fake trading. So it's a weird definition for me to define real trading as having to use your own funds, your own personal account, blah blah blah. Clay, what's your definition of real trading? Fair question. If I'm getting money from trading and this trading is accepted by other people, then to me that's real trading. Credit card spending isn't real spending. I would say it is real spending because that credit card will get you something. Therefore, that spending is real because somebody else accepted it in order to give you something. It's not fake trading. It's sim trading. Johnny, just fess up. You failed. Okay, here's what we're going to do, Johnny. You can either be honest here or I will officially ban you. Your backstory is this. You tried prop firm training. You got tore to pieces. So now you're just anti-prop firm because you tried it. You failed miserably because you wanted to be a degenerate. They would not let you be a degenerate because prop firms do have rules. So now you want to trade your own funds because you can go and do whatever you want. There are no rules, right? That's your backstory, right? Again, I know that it is, so if you're going to lie right now about it, you're banned. This is your last chance. At least just fess up that the reason why you're always doing that is because prop firms ate your lunch. And it wasn't the prop firm's fault, it was your fault because you just want to go out there and wing it. I'm not anti-prop firm. I got payouts from them. Do you use prop firms right now? Well, sorry to hear you burnt your account, Lauren, but thank you for using code Clay. Hey, Unkillable Soul. That's okay. Kind of took an annoying first trade. See, and here's the thing. Yeah, exactly. I'm a fake trader with payouts. Right. Well, the eval is in the simulation. Your pro account, so I'm talking about take profit trader, and then your pro account is also still in a simulation. But any money you make in that pro account is spendable money. You can go buy stuff with that money. And then eventually they'll move you into the live market. Exactly. So Fazil gets it. Prop firms are great as the loss is limited. Correct. Prop firms are great because they serve as a risk management tool. That is exactly it. The loss is limited, which is why Johnny's point about, well, they develop bad habits. Bad habits relative to what? I do agree that it would be like if you're doing a strategy with your own funds and it's got like a 10% win rate, okay, that's a bad habit that something is broken. You are never going to make any money if you're trading your own funds and you're losing 90% of the time. However, that's a different type of trading. So those sorts of things that might be considered a bad habit in that environment might be totally valid, totally profitable in a prop firm environment. Exactly, Johnny. So my point stands. You traded with prop firms, you lucked out, you got a couple payouts, and now you failed to get any more payouts, so you're now blaming the prop firms and you're sticking with your own funds. And this circles back to, like I said, I like daily withdrawals. And like I told you, Johnny, before I ban you, like I told you, if you want daily withdrawals, Take Profit Trader offers those. So literally, if your only friction point is, I want daily withdrawals, that's fine. I understand Apex doesn't give them, Tradeify doesn't give them. That's fine. But there is a solution to what you're complaining about. And the mere fact you're not taking the solution tells me that's not actually the problem. The problem is you got lucky with prop firms, got a couple payouts. Now you can't get payouts anymore. So you just are blaming the prop firms. You're all bitter at the prop firms. And now you're just constantly preaching and saying all these nonsensical things about your own money. So now it all makes sense. So Johnny, with all that said, bon voyage, my friend. And Johnny, we are sending him off into the abyss. I'm sorry for all of you that were like, can you please ban this guy? And you've been telling me that for the past week. I apologize. I probably gave him way more leash. So for Johnny trades, he goes back to the only Johnny it looks like. Do each row show profit loss from... Oh, yeah. So on my screen here, this is the same account. These are NQ trades on this account. This is MNQ trades. And then this is MCL. I did try an oil trade earlier. That's Singapore. Second time joining this channel and you again banning someone. Yeah. That person had a lot of grace before they got banned, GG. Do you want to be banned, GG? I'll make it. I can make it. If you want to join the party. Lose money, blame others, get emotional, never going to make it. Yeah. No, that's exactly what happened there. That was such a... The pieces were there to connect the dots and what's actually going on with him. I'm just here vibing, vibe away. Oh, that is a cat. From where I was here, there's a bit of a distance. I was like, I'm pretty sure that's a cat. But I also once thought a guy was a girl, and I kept referring to it as she, which was, I think, the most embarrassing moment in the live stream history. I don't know. I think some of you are probably around for that. And then I look closer at the picture, and I'm like, oh my, that's actually a dude. Whoops. I am interested in a long down around this yellow line if this thing ever wants to pull back. But, like, if this is the amount of pullback I'm going to get, I guess, yeah. What's your best advice from 20 years of trading? Best advice with what I know now and what is available right now is getting into day trading, day trade futures through a prop firm. After what I've seen over the 20 years, what I've experienced, as I've said before and will say again, we are in the golden age of day trading right now. The invention of micro futures and then prop firms, game-changing, all mathematically provable. Like the ROIs that can be created are scam-like. Like 10,000, 20,000% ROIs. I get it. What kind of scammer is this? I don't blame you at all. If you don't understand how prop firms work, I totally sound like a scammer saying that. I'm not offended in the least, but it's true. And I've shown it here before how the numbers all work. So yeah, that would be my advice. After my 20 years of trading, right now, if you're stepping into the arena, day trade, and you want to be a day trader. I'm not talking swing trader or investing. If you want to be a day trader, day trade futures through a prop firm. Yeah, I'll trade gold once in a while, but mainly MNQ for the live stream. Well, it's just an area that I think it could bounce from. Nothing too fancy about it. See? Okay. Well, if this is all the pullback I can get before it's going to go back, then I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. I identify as a market candle. Hey, if that's what you want to identify as, no problem. Probably going to bleed down to 21 E and A, so I'm short at 220. Yeah, I mean, I don't think you're crazy. I could see it going down there, but at the same time, I'm also a little scared to get short right now. Depends on the day, probably. If you're a red or if you're having a green candle day. Well, I can't remember who said it, but it's a good saying. If you woke up this morning, if you're sitting here, you're trading, you're hanging out, it's already a green day. If you woke up this morning, it is a green day. Hey, Matty Matt, he remembered. Technically, it was supposed to be another one, though. Meow, meow. Call me the meow, meow. It shot up instantly when I shorted, yeah. Like I said, there's definitely quite a bit of strength in it, just based on the fact that this thing, like, refuses... I mean, yes, this is a pullback, but, man, could you at least pull back a little closer to the 21 EMA? I identify as the Bangladesh I got to do a little bit more back testing on that one. I really do like the Pakistani pivot points, though. Those things are powerful. Trump announced extended ceasefire. Yeah, yep. No. I don't know if Trump announced it. I think something was announced, and this something is waiting on Trump's approval. Or at least that's my understanding. Timbo trade's waiting for long. I'm open to that making sense, Timbo trades, because I know that you know how to trade, and I'm open to the idea that could make sense within a prop firm strategy. If you were looking at a prop firm account as a trade itself, I'm open to that, Timbo, making sense. Christy developed the mindset that losses are tuition. Yeah, I'm gonna nitpick, but I don't agree that losses are tuition, because losses are tuition imply that something needs to be learned. And if something needs to be learned, it implies something was done wrong. A loss does not mean you did anything wrong. The markets ultimately they offer no guarantees. So if your logic goes, I took a losing trade, therefore I need to learn something, that is how you end up with a strategy with 4,000 rules. Because in hindsight, if you look hard enough, you'll find something you can nitpick. And then you're going to throw in a rule for that thing. And then you're going to go and have another losing trade. And if your logic says, well, I had a losing trade, therefore I did something wrong, therefore I need to learn something. Well, let me go look. Oh, there it is. Now you have two rules. You go and you take another losing trade. Oh, crap. Well, I took a losing trade, therefore I did something wrong. It's my tuition. Let's figure it out. Let's learn. Oh, that's what I did wrong. You put in another rule. Now you're at 3 rules. Eventually, you'll have 4,000 rules, and you'll be able to make 1 trade per decade. Now, to be fair, and this is what makes trading hard. To be fair, Rebel, you are right. In a lot of cases, people they're losing trades are because they did do something wrong. There is a lesson that needs to be learned. I 100% grant that too. I'm just saying that's not an automatic line of logic. These are the little things that make trading so hard. Do I actually need to learn something from this situation? Or do I just chalk it up to, hey, it didn't work out, move on, nothing to learn other than just a reminder there are no guarantees. But maybe there is something you need to learn. Can you see now why trading is so hard? What is your favorite animal, Clay? Jude, where have you been? Are you out of school for summer now, Jude? That is my... Jude, I'm pretty sure if I had to guess, is like 14. So, Jude, have you started summer school now? Or I'm not... Well, I don't know. Maybe you do have to do summer school. But are you out of school now? I do have a Discord, but it is not free. Hey, good morning, Max. You've seen me say it before. Losses are a better gauge of experience than time. Yeah, I'd agree with that. Man, this thing, what is up with this? Which I know you guys do not see. But 2 in a row now. This is going to make me lose my mind. This thing. I never did ChatGPT that to figure out what's going on with that, but... yeah, why that's showing up on some people's messages and then why you guys don't even see it, I don't know. Hey, good morning, Ronnie. Because I'm a dent, I might try another short here. Rejection off these highs, but only want to get short if it comes back down. So I used Google Lens on my phone yesterday, and that symbol came. Oh, really? Huh. It doesn't matter. No. AI is irrelevant. Just like algorithms that have been around forever have not taken over trading. Bots have not. Again, with the chart, all the chart is helping you observe is what the AI might be doing. So just like all the chart is, which is why I love charts. Charts are just showing you what others are doing, and that would include AI or bots or algorithms. Hey, Blossom. Well, hey, congrats on your 14th wedding anniversary. Yeah, one of the carpenters. Yesterday was his third wedding anniversary. Waiting for a pullback to 180 to enter. And then where would your stop be? If your entry's at 180, fair enough. Where's your stop going to be? Okay, here we go. If this red line turns blue, I am in. Looking for a rejection. So basically, I'm looking to play a double top here. Okay, I'm in. Come on, give me some follow through here. And again, a beautiful candle. I could not ask for a better candle at a double top location. Could not ask for a better candle. But will the candle deliver? We shall see. But could not ask for a better candle. There is me stop. I'm from Lithuania, but currently in the UK. Gotcha. I mean, this is where my last trade was wrong. almost deja vu here. We'll see. This entire trend relies on Trump's approval. Maybe. Clay, I found a company where you can start the Baboon Den prop for it's 3K. What do you mean? What do you mean you found the company or found a company? Again, I am short, trying to play double top, but not looking so good. What a joke. Oh my goodness. Okay. Yeah. Which probably means the next one of these setups are going to work out beautifully, but yeah, okay. No double top here. Chinese character for culture loaded checks. Interesting, Johnny. Yeah, I don't know. It's a mystery. For me, at least, it's a mystery. Oh my goodness. Yeah, this just doesn't care. Who cares? I mean, it is an overall rising wedge, but I don't even think this care. I mean, that is okay. That's a pretty good looking rising. Okay. Okay. I have a hard time resisting a rising wedge. Doggone it. It already bounced. I promise I did not put that there because I saw it. That was not my intent. But right there, the rising. Okay. Okay, rise. This is how much I love a rising wedge. I'm about to just get short here because we have. Okay. Yeah, get back up there. Do it. Come on. Okay, there we go. Film it. Hey, film me. Film me. Thank you. All right, reject off of this rising wedge. Come on, brother. Hey, thank you, Roderick. Oh, you're still doing that? Dang. Yeah, you'd be up at least 60% if you're doing futures. Your ROI would be so much better than what it is right now. I tried with you though. If you want to keep making your life more difficult than it needs to be, more power to you. Come on, Rising Wedge, give me something to work with. Come on, reject it. Again, Roderick, the math is very easy to show you. You are mathematically not working efficiently. To reiterate, buddy, my argument is not that you can't make money day trading options. That's never been my argument. My argument is that one of efficiency. You are working harder than you need to work because of theta and other things. Options just flat out don't move as good as futures. So yeah, mine is an argument of efficiency and just trying to make our lives as straightforward as possible. This thing is stupid. Like, what a strong little bugger this thing is. Come on, Rising Wedge. Show him who's boss. There we go. Show him who's boss. Come on down here, brother. All right. I'm going to put my stop here. Let's make sure this is a green trade at this point in time. Either rejection continues or I'll have a small green trade. But come on, Rising Wedge. Keep rejecting. Come on. Come on, Rising Wedge. Do your thing, brother. Hit that first target at least, brother. Come on, brother. Come on, brother. I'm going to move my stop down a little bit more to the high of that candle there. Come on. Just let go. Just let loose. Foot loose. Put on your Sunday shoes. Dun, dun, dun. Na, 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 na. Marmalade. Let's get a drop. You dirty rat. You're gonna... Such a strong rat. Stupid. Okay. Yeah. Oh, to be fair, at least the Rising Wedge kind of flexed its muscles, kind of, sort of. It's Roger. Okay, never mind. Nothing's being manipulated. It's just strong. There's a lot of buyers out there right now. There's more buyers than sellers right now, Roderick. Why do you have to put on your tinfoil Speedo? Take a selfie. Hey, this is what I want you to do, since you're one of these selfie guys. Take a selfie of you and your tinfoil Speedo. Plaster that. Can you trade options on futures? Why? Why do people want to trade options? Just trade futures. Clay, listen. I really don't want to make my life a little bit more convenient. All right, I'm trying again. This Rising Wedge, if it comes up here and hits that yellow line, I'm going to go again. This dirty rat. Right, okay. Cool story, Roderick. Yep. Yes. The government is currently interested in the 2-minute time frame. That makes sense to me. Kevin Warsh is at his desk right now, watching the 2-minute time frame, calling up the banks. We're gonna blow this Rising Wedge out of the water. Sir, what about the people that use the 1 minute? Well, they'll have a self-confirming bias that I'm manipulating the, like, yes, that's exactly what's going on right now. That's how I envision this. Kevin Warsh, he's got up the 2-minute and the 5-minute right now. Now, if you're someone that uses the 15-minute, in your mind, it's probably like, no, he's actually looking at the 15-minute. Oh, how convenient. Trader, I need you to listen very carefully because I recognize your name. My argument is in the category of day trading. The wheel strategy, great strategy, cool strategy. That is definitely not day trading. That's like swing trading, borderline investing. I choose my words very carefully. My argument is in the category of day trading. I fully admit that options are pretty cool from an investment standpoint. Covered calls, cash secured puts. You can do some cool stuff. Yeah, exactly. They're watching the stream. Literally, if you think that somebody cares about the pattern on the 2-minute time frame right now, I have oceanfront property in Wyoming that I'm going to sell at an insane rate. They do. Okay, at least he's now made it clear that he's just joking around. Thank you. Thank you for making abundantly clear you're actually just doing a little bit of rage baiting. Please teach me what you're doing. I am day trading futures. Beyond that, yeah, that's going to be outside of the scope of what I'm doing. Oh, I see. I see what you're asking. I don't know, maybe. Okay, here we go. I will once again try a short here, looking for a rejection off the top part of this rising wedge. Okay, I am in. Come on, hit that first target at least. You got to be kidding me. Let's try it again. Let's try it again. Come on, rising wedge. It is pretty crazy. The amount that it struggles to just go down, it's crazy. And it's not like this target's even aggressive. I'm sorry. It's not like this target is like super concerned. Like this is supposed to be a pretty gimme. You tell me where to go long, Meech. You dent. Kind of okay, Meech is reverting back to himself. You just said the equivalent of, hey, just trade the trend. Oh, yeah, like as if it's that easy. Okay. Now, see, Johnny is going back into dent mode all of a sudden. Here comes the bipolar nature. Let me guess. Next, you guys are going to tell me to just buy low, sell high, right? Hey, just buy the dip, Clay. Just buy the dip. Yeah, exactly. Buy low, sell high. Thanks. That's good stuff there. Okay, so Johnny is part of the cult. Gotcha. I don't care about all-time highs. I'm not part of that cult. Who cares? Just freaking trade, people. Wherever you put your short entry. Oh, that's where I was. Yeah. I love how you tell me everything in hindsight, Meech. Meech might be getting sent bon voyage too here. He's also somebody that I am wondering if they're bipolar. And I'm not joking either when I say that. As I discussed way back when, I've learned that you speak to a variety of people and a variety of issues and a variety of circumstances. So I do not think it's crazy at all to think that I probably have dealt with, maybe am dealing with people that are quite literally bipolar. Why are you always so high strung? Your clue is in the bottom right-hand corner, Mojo. If that doesn't help you out anymore, that's cool, but that would just tell me that you don't have a business bone in your body. So the question is, am I actually high strung? I'm not. That's the answer. And the clue about me actually not being as high strung as what you think I am is in the bottom right hand corner. Hey, Cheryl. Well, hey, you know, if that's fine, Mojo, then cool. Like, if you don't think that, I understand. The best way to please nobody is to try to please everybody. So I am totally open to the fact, Mojo, that that is a fact for you. No problem at all, brother. No problem at all. But that's the best business advice I've ever heard. The best way to please nobody is to try to please everybody. So, Mojo, if I can't please you, all the best to you, sir. No, I disagree. Given this is a business stream, entertainment should be the goal. Are you not entertained? Is that not why you are here? This man's too emotional. Again, I've talked about this so many times. I'm balancing three things right now. This is fun. This is the business. I want it to be entertaining, but there's also responsible trading. Balancing those three things is hard. That is why you better not be trying to mimic my strategy, because I am not purely being a responsible trader. Self-admittedly, as I've always done. My sole motivation here is not to be purely responsible. So you are not watching a purely responsible trader. You are watching somebody that is trying to be responsible, but mix in some entertainment, and somebody who's just having fun. Okay? Mommy, this man yells. That's right, brother. All right, I better take one out here. There we go. All right. Okay, stop is now at break even. This thing is either going to keep on bleeding and take me to West Virginia, or it'll be a small green trade. And it turns out to be a small green trade. The problem is you always ban the entertainment. Yeah. See, that's, again, some people would highly disagree with that. But that's where you can't please everybody, right? Keep the West wild. He loves the trolls. Trolls for him is entertainment. Other people, which I would probably put myself in this category, they're maybe funny for a while, but then they do reach the break point where it's like, okay, this is just obnoxious. Meech, I need some trade plans from you. You're lip flapping right now. I'm not going to put up with it. Your bipolar lip flapper is showing up today. Have you always scalped? Well, like the trade I just took right there, I wouldn't call a scalp. Like a scalp is like where I'm in and out very, very quickly. Is that seriously how other people live stream? Other live streamers don't show P&L and they don't show their trades? Well, I've seen some of them not showing trades, which I can, to be fair, I can understand that. I don't agree with it per se, but I can understand it. But the way I've gotten around it is I don't really read the comment section if I'm in one of those trades that gets relatively intense. Because there is nothing more obnoxious than some name showing up out of nowhere that starts to nickel and dime you in hindsight while a trade is actually on. I confess there is nothing. So I do have a little bit of compassion and understanding of why some people might just not show any of their trades because they don't feel like dealing with those little rats. You know, the rats that crawl out of the woodwork. But I mean, I think they should at least still show their P&L. Mojo, you can feel however you want. All I know is this, Mojo. You're still here, brother. You're entertained. I'm not entertained. You're still here. That doesn't mean I'm entertained. You're looking at these, Mojo. This man's a jerk. But he's got big muscles, Mojo. I always love it. This is stupid. I'm not entertained. And they stay and they keep talking back and forth. Got him, coach. Got him, Mojo. Mojo is my little puppet. Dance, Mojo, dance. Mojo, you know, does everybody want to know what's in this coffee cup? Mojo's tears. Give me some Mojo. Tears taste delicious, Mojo. They are delicious tears. Mojo's tears are delicious. Who's Mojo? Scroll up. Oh, there's plenty. There's no need to save. Your supply of tears is well overwhelming me. So there are Mojo tears for everybody. Well, we finally got yes, this pulled back. Yes, the rising wedge worked out. It was not a clean one. But I don't know. Is this going to be one of these dirty, nasty, rotten moves where it like mesmerizes everybody into thinking we're in like some beautiful methodic uptrend, and then it's just going to be a slow, steady pullback? Not an instant drop, but just a slow, steady pullback that like paper cuts everybody to death. I don't know. What? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I guess for me, I would look at this. I'm not going to say you're wrong, but like I would say oil's not grinding higher. I would say oil is just kind of chopping around. But I to be fair to you, if you're saying, well, it was down here and now it's up here, so therefore it is grinding higher. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. But yes, that is a good point. Please do not. There's a reason why the bottom right hand exists. If you're watching me thinking you're watching a 100% strict, purely responsible trader, you are mistaken. Now, I don't know if most traders say this, but I would say the fact of the matter is, I can't speak for everybody, but the vast majority of times, if you're starting a live stream, you're looking to build a live stream. There's a business aspect that begins to creep in. And part of that is, well, I would think you'd want to make it. Now, again, this is where business is fun. You could show up and be like, Clay, but my business thesis is this. I think a purely responsible trader will be entertaining. Therefore, the stream will grow and the business aspect will grow, all built on the shoulders of pure responsible trading. And you know what? That's what's great about business. If that is your business thesis, more power to you. I personally think people want to hear some jokes. People want to see a dude get a little goofy. People want to, just joke around a little bit. That's what I think. I could be wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. But again, that's why I like business. Because business, you come up with an idea, you put it into motion, and let's see what happens with it. But yes, please, please. Okay, so Mojo is also an absolute business dent. Who does not understand anything about business, including scaling time. If I'm a plumber, how does a plumber make money? A plumber makes money doing what, right? Well, doing plumbing work. There's only 24 hours in a day. So the plumber, whatever he charges per hour, that caps out his day, right? Because there's only 24 hours in a day. So to keep the math easy, let's just say he charges $100 an hour. He works 24 hours a day. His cap is $2,400 per day, okay? What happens if that plumber writes a book on how to plumb, helps people out? Now what is occurring? Well, he could be plumbing while also selling his book. He could be sleeping and actually still selling his book because he has scaled his time. Does that mean that the plumber is a terrible plumber, doesn't know how to plumb because he sells a book? Maybe. But or does it also mean he's just trying to build multiple streams of income for himself? Could it be that? I concede. I'm intellectually honest. I concede. It could be because he's a terrible plumber, blah, 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 does not know how to plumb, blah, 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 so he has to write this book. I concede that's a possibility. I also think, in the spirit of intellectual honesty, you have to concede, or maybe he just wants to build multiple streams of income because that's what wealthy people do. I owned a business, sold a business, I don't need a lecture. That is 100% false. Don't believe that for a second. And it's impossible for you to even convince me of such nonsense. Any business owner understands the scaling of time. So 100% don't believe that even a little bit. All I know, Mojo, is I got you wrapped around the thumb. I got you wrapped around my pinky. Again, don't believe it for a second. By the way, don't think I didn't notice your red herring logical fallacy. I said a very important point about multiple streams of income. You had nothing to say about that. You were like, well, I'm a business owner. So good on you. You actually got me to chase the red herring for a moment. And you got me to try to make this into an argument of whether or not you're a business owner. I'll just concede, fine, you're a business owner. But you're a terrorist. Okay, fine. Back on topic. What do you got against people having multiple streams of income? Let's get back on that. Good on you. You got me to fall for the red herring logical fallacy. You sent me down a rabbit hole that was irrelevant to the point I'm making. Is it possible? Is it possible that course sellers just also want to have multiple streams of income? Like a plumber who writes a book. Is it possible that he actually is a decent plumber, but he just wants to scale his time, have multiple streams of income? Can you concede that that's possible? Well, I mean, that's fine. You can think that. That doesn't mean it's wrong or that it's right. I can think that 2 + 2 = 8, but that doesn't mean that it's right. So can you concede, Mojo, that maybe the plumber in my hypothetical just wants to have multiple streams of income? Is that a possibility? Keyword possibility. I'm not saying it is. By the way, if you're wondering, yes, I do sell a course. Yes, I am upset. I do actually hear where Mojo's coming from because a lot of the course sellers these days, they've given it such a bad name. But my course was developed 13 years ago. Like, I'm an old guy. Like, well before all this, mine comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee. So you can start to go through it. You can see if it's garbage or not. Are you learning? You can reach out to me, and if I just ignore you, I'm a course seller. But I would, I am. Let me put it this way. I am extremely upset at the course selling industry now because I can see where Mojo is actually coming from, because there's a bunch of clowns out there now that their courses are probably designed by ChatGPT. It's like an hour long, probably pure and utter garbage. But logically speaking, he is still nonetheless operating with a bunch of false premises. It is a possibility. Thank you. I don't agree with the courses being sold. They offer no edge. 100% disagree with that. Now, if you're defining an edge as like some sort of magical holy pill, holy grail strategy, agreed. But the edge that mine offers is structure and time efficiency. Because think about this, Mojo. You're new. You don't know anything about trading. I think we would agree with the premise that the internet does have garbage on it. I think we would agree with the internet having garbage on it. So when you're new and you don't know what you don't know, part of that is not knowing what is garbage and what is good information. But just so we can push the argument forward, let me just concede that this person somehow this person plucks out all the good pieces of knowledge from the internet. I don't know how a brand new person would ever do that, but let's just say that they do. There's still a massive problem for this person. The problem is this: what order do they learn that good information in, right? If you pluck out all the good information about math, but you start learning about algebra, and then you go to addition, and then you go to calculus, and then you go to subtraction, and then you go to differential equations, yes, you have all the good information. But if you learn about it out of order, you're going to be overwhelmed, confused, and it's worthless. So the edge that I actually sell is nothing magical. I say this all the time. You can find literally everything I teach, you could find on the internet somewhere. But if you want it organized in a way that makes sense, coming from me as a former process engineer, if you want a process of learning that will make sense, help you not be overwhelmed, help things make sense as quickly as possible, that is the edge that I'm offering. So yes, I do understand though that our conversation pivots on how are you defining edge. I fully agree if you define edge as a magic holy grail system, yeah, I agree there. That's a scam. But the edge that I'm talking about is what I just described. Can we get back to trading? There's not really a whole lot to talk about right now. Just trying to figure out what this thing wants to do. Rookie, dude, have you ever heard the term mind your own business? Holy smokes. Goodness. Hey, Clay, what's your social security number? Hey, Clay, how much did you pay in your taxes last year? Long 253. I don't know. This failed bounce has me a little worried. What did I say my credit card number was? Got out for a quick scalp. Yeah, I think... I don't think you'll be regretting that decision. Might break down. Oh, wait. Meech has got a... What does a short with a question mark on it mean? So are you getting short there or no? Man, I always love it. I devoted quite a bit of time to try to be reasonable with Mojo, and then he just disappears. Sometimes I really hate live streaming. I'm sorry. For those of you who are like, okay, Clay, can we get back to trading? Sorry, I thought Mojo was gonna, but yeah. Okay. Meech, just stop then. Just stop. We don't, you should, okay, Meech is going to timeout. The reason why is he knows we don't do trust me bros around here. Yet he's sitting here doing all these trust me bros with the chat. You go. We don't do trust me bros. You get a one-time pass. Like if you're brand new and you do a trust me bro, totally fine. You don't know the culture around here. But Meech knows the culture. Can you take a look at GC, please? Well, what does your strategy say, Gigi? Thank you, Minion. I appreciate that, brother. Again, Gigi, I'm not trying to be a jerk, but I'm gonna try to. I'm gonna be honest with you because I think that's what. Okay, next topic. In fact, I don't even need to. Yeah. Next topic. Well, I was wrong. I was like, hey, probably a good call that you scalped the long right here. Whoops. At least you took it. At least you made a little money from it. I didn't even trust that at all. Whoops. I went long at 20.5 stops. Above me. Philly, what's up with the trust me bro, dude? Philly's allowed to do that, though. Philly's a trusted person. Oh man, Cole, you have been around. Well, it depends on how you define grown up, I guess. Oldest is 14 now. Youngest, so we have six. So the oldest is 14 and the youngest is a little over 2 years. But yeah. If it dumps below lows, I think it's going to really bleed down to 220. Yeah, I don't know. Today has become goofy because we do have that news event that's kind of just simmering in the market. So I really don't know if it wants to plunge because it just seems like the market is all kind of like on the edge of their seat. Okay, is Trump going to actually approve it or not? Dude, that's crazy about Mojo. That dude, wow. Shame on me. 5 minute candle looks gross. Yeah, the 5 minute looks a little monka-esque. Oh. 4 minutes. Another short stop. 4 minutes. What does 4 minutes mean? Are you using the 4 minute time frame? Papa C, are you using the 4 minute time frame? If so, I think you're the first trader in my 20 years I've ever met that uses the 4 minute time frame. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying we may be witnessing a huge moment for me in my journey. Four MNQ contracts. It says 4 minutes. Dude, that is weird. Okay, maybe that means an edit. Maybe, okay. I think we just discovered what is going on here. Okay. This is what I saw. But when I bring my cursor over it, it changes to 4MNQ. That symbol disappears. Okay, so let's do this. Somebody just write a message and then edit it. Somebody write a message and then edit it. Okay, well then I don't. Okay, then I don't know. That is weird though. Oh wait, can I? No, I can. Well, can I show that? I think I can show it. Yeah. Okay, I should be able to show it, right? Yeah. Okay, we're not doing anything too weird. Okay, there we go. Look, watch. So here it is, 4 minutes. I put my cursor over that. Boom, 4MNQ. There we go. So yeah, I don't know. Uh-oh. I just triggered Matt. It's a joke with somebody else here. I don't know if Cam's here, but calm down, Matt Poke. It's a joke with another one of the participants here. So take a deep breath, brother. Take a deep breath. Mom will have breakfast for you in just a little bit. She'll be downstairs in just a little bit. Take a break. You'll get your bacon. You'll get your little orange slices. I'm sure, your mom will, make a little shape for you out of the pancakes. Just calm down. I know you're excited that school's out for summer. I know you're excited to go. You're going to go jump around in the sprinkler this afternoon in the front yard. I know. Just calm down. I'll make my own breakfast, kid. Already made 2,500. Listen. Hopefully it's a hot day, so you can jump around in the sprinkler, maybe ride your bike around the neighborhood. Maybe today you can learn how to ride 2 wheels. Maybe we'll get the training wheels off today, brother. He needs to eat some extra orange slices. I know. I thought they were pretty good too. You kind of set yourself up for that one. Getting so upset about something so stupid. Oh, yeah. He'll probably have ice cream tonight with sprinkles on it. I should not say that. I do like ice creams with sprinkles on it. Soft serve vanilla with sprinkles. I'm good. That is one thing that never left me. Like, I think there are some things from childhood that never leave. For me, I think that was one of them. Okay, I'm gonna take a guess here. I'm guessing if I click on his name, he's gonna like have something that implies he's a gamer. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, I might be wrong. Oh wait, what's this? What's this image? What kind of video is that? Aaron Smith dancing, Chrono remix. Okay, okay. Maybe he's not a gamer. Usually the gamers, they're the biggest keyboard warriors. But I might be wrong. I don't know if he's a gamer or not. He's giving me gamer vibes though. The ultimate keyboard warrior. Oh, we got a hammer here. Let's see what we can cook up. Buy the dip? I don't know. Where do you buy the dip at? Yeah, agreed. Finally decent pullback. I'm gonna try along here if I can get filled. No, come back. Doggone it. Well, a little too slow on the trigger there. Gold view? What's gold view? I like sprinkles. I mean, okay. When you say ice cream, do you mean soft serve or hard? Me and Matt, we might be about to find common ground here. If he says I like sprinkles with soft serve vanilla, we may just be long lost brothers after all. Maybe this is just a brother fight we're having right now. I don't know. It's possible. Because he does like sprinkles. Did we just become best friends? Yup. We might be having one of those moments. We'll see if he defines ice cream as soft serve vanilla. I like that soft. There we go. See? Yeah. Me and Matt are off to do karate in the garage. Exactly. Hey, JP. That could have been me and Mojo too, but Mojo ran away like a coward. Crazy. I don't know. What is the difference? I don't know. Gelato, they just charge you 3 times as much because it's called gelato. That's my theory. No difference other than the word, which creates perceived value, which creates a way higher price point. No. My wife would agree. Some of my kids would agree that chocolate's the way to go, but nah. I also like a donut. I like a sprinkled donut too. Oh, I like that. Oliver's got some marketing bones in his body. Don't ever touch the drum set ever, but touch the like button. I like that. Yeah, hit that like button, folks. Yeah, I mean, it's hard to beat a Krispy Kreme like right off the conveyor belt. That's hard to beat. One person is jealous, the other person is playing rock music. That's my answer. Keeping the West wild. Oh man, that I don't know. I don't know if I'd still be in it per se, but man, you guys saw I threw that order out there and I was a tad bit too late. Dang. Right back to that yellow line too, huh? What was I doing? What am I doing with my life? Where's my wife going? I want whatever is good quality, comma, but I'm not looking to pay more just because it's white, for example, period. The electrician want to know. So out in the pole barn, we have like a white breaker box. And he's like, do you want that for the house? And my wife said, doesn't matter. But I just want to obviously reiterate, well, I want something that's good quality, but like, okay, same exact quality. One is black, one is gray, one is white, but the white, kind of like what we just talked about here, like gelato versus soft serves. Like, no, I don't want to pay more just because something's white, especially when it's down in the like utility room. You know what I'm saying? For those of you that are not aware, we are currently in the middle of building a house right now. It's a good day. Oh, what is your name? Your name is Boris, if I remember right. Like windows, the black ones are way more. Right, yeah. With my wife, thankfully, we're going for the old farmhouse look. And thankfully she's like, no, I don't want the black ones. I want white. Which, agreed. Yeah, I had a buddy that that was like, oh man, it was painful. Like the drop-down menu where you have prices and then you can drop down and hit color. And then you hit black and like the price just boom, instantly. It's like, wow. Same exact window. Just happens to be black. Hey Clay, I'm new here and enjoying your live stream. Hey, thank you. Already learned a few things. Fantastic. How realistic do day trade futures with a full-time? Very realistic. The reason being they're open very good question. They are open 23 hours a day, 6 days a week. So I would like to think, no, I suppose I can't say this for sure. I don't know what your full-time job is. I don't know, but like just broadly speaking, because futures are open essentially around the clock, there is opportunity to find time to trade. No, Mojo, where did you go with my rebuttal about the edge? Do you at least see where I'm talking about the edge that a course could offer in the sense of organizing information? Like you just went silent. So I'm tempted to just ban you for that just intellectual dishonesty on your part. And no, I have zero desire to have any advice from you. After what you just displayed. I thought you were a reasonable person, and then after you just going silent, I'm like, no. I had a work call. How convenient. Well, I apologize everybody for the time I took out to engage with Mojo just for him to not hear anything because he had a work call. I apologize. But no, thank you. I will pass on the advice. What entry am I looking for on the 2-minute? I don't know. That's kind of why I'm just sitting here shooting the breeze. Brian Santiago. Maybe again up here because I have not had enough pain yet on the short side, but I don't know, potentially like a double top up here. But that's still a pretty big maybe. That's a maybe in all caps. Sorry if I missed anybody's messages. I'm not doing it intentionally. Sometimes it just happens. Go Vols. What are we talking about here? What was a reasonable expectation? Oh, okay. Thank you. You're talking to Cheryl. Are you headed over to the house? Question mark. Man, we're getting overrun with Tennessee people. What are people from Tennessee? Tennesseans? Is that what you guys are called? What is somebody from Tennessee called? I'm a sell short kind of guy, so today's a fun watch. A Tennessean? Gotcha. Are we in a new range? Is this some sort of new range now? Yeah, she's got them somewhere, period. I'll let her know. So you don't need them right today, though, right? Question mark. All right, we are just not doing a whole lot. I'm trying to balance a couple things right now. How much do you try to make per day? I don't do. I believe that profit goals are the devil. For me, they're. I keep leaving the speaker on my phone, and then I start to talk, and I look over, and I have like an 18-page thesis on my phone. But no, I for me, profit targets, whether that's daily, weekly, are the devil. They play too many mind games. So for example, you know, if like you're saying, and I'm just making this up, if you're at $100 and then, you know, you're at 90, it's like, okay, well, you failed, didn't hit the goal. Wah, wah. Guys, guess you got to go make another $10, right? Because you're not at the goal. You failed. You did not hit the goal, right? So that's, to me, those are just, we already all have enough voices in our head anyways. So to have one more voice, it's just like, for me, that's never worked. I trade based on setups, meaning if there are 4,000 good setups in a day, hopefully I make 4,000 trades. If the very next day there's 4 good setups, hopefully I make 4 trades. But yeah, I do not believe in the profit target stuff because that's just, it's way too, for me, it just creates another voice that is just too hard. I don't know. No, that's not how this works. You could ask 100 traders that and get many, many different answers. For me, I like to trade the open. Other people are like, Clay, you're crazy to trade at 9:30. I want to wait at least 15 minutes, 30 minutes. So that is something that you just have to experiment with. I mean, if we just want to create like a brawl in the chat, I would say, what's the best time to trade? Some people are like, I love afternoon trading. I love the Asia session. I love London. I love 30 minutes after the New York Open. I love 30 minutes before. I mean, you just, there's no universal answer to that. Oh, for any of you asking about, hey, can we see house pictures, blah, blah, blah. I mean, it's not really a picture, but I did on my Instagram and Facebook post a picture of my first office wall going up. So it was kind of a momentous. Let's see if we can cook. Let me see if I can cook something up here real quick, since there's not a lot. No, it's Instagram. Let's see. Will this work? I think this will work. Hello? There we go. Why is it so slow? Okay, there we go. All right. So here we go. Here is the first wall of my... I have to log in. Dude. Okay, well, if you're on Instagram, there you go. You can see the first wall of the office going up right there. Whoa, whoa. Okay, volume. Okay, that's... What was this about? 85 up to... Okay, that's like a 15-point move. No, I'm sorry. About a 20-point move there. Good volume, though. Right click and then open a new tab. All right. Hey, thank you. There we go. There's the first. So I have a couple nice windows here to look out. It is in the back of the garage too. That way I'm isolated from all the commotion of the kids and all that good stuff. So these are the brothers. By the way, they are literal brothers, but these are the boys I've been going and hanging out with after the live stream. All right. Clay posted the news above. Okay, so that makes sense. Where we got a little bit of a reaction from it, but nothing like huge, because in all actuality, it wasn't anything new. Which corner does Cletus stay in? No, he stays out by the creek. Windows are important. Yeah, so hopefully the natural light will do enough. So I'll have to figure out the light. Like right now, I get it. Like when people swing by, they're like, "Are you in a van? Are you in a bomb shelter? Are you in a closet?" Like what? I get it. We're just trying to make do right now. I like the, yeah, I'll miss the van. All right, here we go, maybe. Pull back into this. I'm interested in along around this yellow line. Let's see how it behaves. A little herb garden by those windows. What kind of herbs are you talking about? I mean, I could, but man. You guys think live streams get a little weird right now. Imagine that if I had a herb garden right outside my window of my office. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. You think right now it's Monka S. You just wait. I'll make Monka S look like nothing. Ma, I need herbs. No, I cannot explain that. No strategy can be explained very quickly, because strategies, while the strategy itself may not be rocket science, there there are multiple parts that go into it. And even if all these multiple parts are very straightforward, there are some multiple parts. So no, me like doing a deep dive into my strategy is well outside of the scope of what I'm doing here. It's kind of like going up to a professional video game player and being like, can you tell me what buttons you press to be a professional video game player? It's like, well, wait a second. Wait a second. It's a little bit more than that. Cool. Maybe a video. I offer a mentorship program. All right. Maybe. I was hoping for a pullback here, but if that's as low as it's going to pull, okay. I'm about sick and like I think you just go long, right? I think that's just how the day works. Ooh, oil's dropping at least. Yeah, that's true. The strategy these days is just buy. That's it. Just buy. Even if it goes red. Again, the rook. Okay, this is I love it. Some guy named Rookie, who is newer, fine, telling this other person that's new. It's like the blind leading the blind. Oh, that's like watching a base. What you guys are doing is like watching a baseball game, and you're like, okay, so it looks like the strategy is to hit the ball. Yeah, I noticed that too. Yep, there it goes. That's the strategy, to hit the ball. As if anybody's ever played baseball, you're like, okay, I guess, but like, do you know the proper form of swinging the bat? Do you know to keep your back elbow up? Do you know to keep your, front shoulder? Like, that's what you guys are doing right now. Like, good grief. That's why I keep trying to tell people. Yeah, this is not educational. This is not Clay, is there any clues that I could give myself that maybe I have some ignorance in my trading? Yes. If you think you fully understand my strategy, that would be a sign that you have ignorance. Because that's not what I'm trying to do here. I'm not trying to teach anything. I'm just trying to hear. I'm just a baboon. Yeah, exactly, Rebel. Then you don't even factor in the 90-mile-an-hour fastball. But let's just think about the swing and the mechanics of a swing and why you have batting coaches. Or I'm thinking about golf, right? There's probably some golfers here, right? Think about all the mechanics of a golf swing. And then we have Rookie and Boris like, okay, it looks like the strategy is you just hit that little white ball straight. Yeah, I noticed that too. You hit the white ball straight. Okay, yeah. Okay. So Rookie and Boris, that is the grounds that is the logic that has been displayed right now. Okay. Now we got a gaslighter. We don't take gaslighting is the no-no. We'll first put him in timeout. Gaslighting not allowed. Me correcting your logic is not being triggered. It's actually being compassionate. But if you're going to call somebody being compassionate and actually just taking the time to explain something to you as triggered, then that's just completely gaslighting and you're gone. Well, you're in timeout. The alternative, I could have just been like, okay, yeah, and let you continue to swim down your creek of just wrong thinking. Yes, Rookie, I say that just to not bog myself down, Rookie. You cannot make this stuff up. Like, that's the problem when people just, okay. Yes, I do say keep it simple, stupid. But that does not mean that there's not, never mind. Let's find a trade here. Woo! Baseball is a great analogy. Yeah. Metal roof. A gray. My wife, I think she picked a really good color too. You have to explain kiss with kiss. I think I know what you're saying. I think. Are you saying that I have to kiss the person to explain kiss? Clay, you are... Okay, careful. Sarah, be careful. Some people, aka those with a lack of sense of humor, they would highly disagree with you. Those that don't know how to maybe lighten up, not take everything so seriously, they are looking at you like, what are you talking about? He's not hilarious. He's triggered. He's high-strung. He's mean. He's a jerk. So I like the Sarahs of the world. Sarah has clearly gone to Walmart, aisle 11. She's got herself a sense of humor, which is fantastic. That's why it's funny. Exactly. Will you give a house tour when it's done? Probably not. Those videos, in all actuality, are not that popular. Yeah, now I'm a little curious. I don't know if I can even tell, but like I did an office tour video years ago, and I don't even think, if I remember right, it did not perform that well at all. Oh, hey, hey. Can I even, how would I, okay, no, I don't even think I can see the stats on it. But yeah, when I had, oh my goodness, look at the kids. Oh, she's 14 now. This is crazy. She's 14 now. I'm an old man. Okay, I gotta stop. I would start crying. Woo! All right. Bad idea. Bad idea. I know. Trust me. Dude, nobody wants to see me reflect. That was bad. That was bad. I'm about to start weeping like a baby over here. What happened to time? How is she 14 now? What in the world? It's crazy. That was a bad idea. I'm going to have to go back and watch that. You did an office share video too. I did. Dude, Mike C. He's an old schooler. You live in Argentina. Very cool, Sarah. Oh, man. That was wild. That was not a good idea. Not going to talk about it, Homer. I don't know. I don't even know what you speak of. What are you talking about? What huh? What? Everyone wants to see. Oh, right. All right. Okay, we've already confirmed that you're just, yeah, not serious. Yeah, I will. I'll go back and watch it later when I can tear up a little bit. But anyways, the point being, if I remember right, that video was not that, like, so all the time and effort that went into it, the editing, etc., it's like, which I kind of find encouraging. Just in the sense of, like, at least, I don't know. Because it seems like some of those super popular videos are like the, like, check out my, and then it's like insert materialistic item. To be fair, that office tour was like a materialistic item. Here's my office. Sometimes it's a little descriptive. But then you try to talk about risk management, and then it's like cobwebs and tumbleweeds, and nobody cares about those videos. No, I'm not going to cry right now, Dogger. I appreciate you being willing to cry alongside me, but not going to do it. Hey, Bart. All right, I am interested in a long here. Basically, this former breakup point, and now we have the 21 EMA right here. Hey, Tim. Hey, Jimbo. I guess maybe I'll do, well, yeah, maybe I'll do some sort of quick little clip on like Instagram or something. The story, maybe I could do like a story to give like a quick little, but yeah, I don't see any sort of like dedicated thing. And really, I don't think my wife would want me to do it anyways, and I think she'd have a good point. Like, hey, Clay, this is our personal space, you know? This is our home. That's fair. Now the meat processing, I might do a tour of the meat processing kitchen. Where I'm going to get all kinds of protein in my system. Okay, here we go, maybe. Ooh, whoa, that just got a little jumpy jump. Yeah, agreed. Good afternoon, Clay. The markets. Good, yeah. One of those weird things, Sway and Ace, were like less is more. Okay. I'm going to let this thing bounce up here before I go long now. Just wait for it. So I will get long if it wants to come up to that green line. Looking to play a hammer here off of 21 EMA. I'm in. Come on, brother. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Just in case there's some sort of spike, put some targets up there. Come on, brother. Push. Morning, Chevy. This thing has been trending upwards all day long. I buy the dip. Let's see if it dumps. Come on, brother. Go. Beautiful this is a great candle at a nice location. Will it deliver? I don't know. It's been a tricky day for me where these nice setups just have not really delivered. I kind of want to buy some more. I want to add some more. That's how much I like this setup right here. I'm going to do it too. I'm doing it. I'm adding more. If it comes back up, I'm adding more. Only if it comes back up, though. Are you seriously just going to dump now? Like I said, if I get a fill, this is going to be an amazing looking candle here. Come on. Come up and fill me. No, these are cells. These are cells. Hey, James. I low-key want to buy with you. Well, if it meets your strategy, then come on in, brother. Come on, push. Give me that beautiful candle. Oh, give me that hammer. Give me that hammer candle. Come on, brother. Not a terrible candle. Would have liked for this body to be a little bit smaller. Can I? Sure, why not? Why wouldn't I be able to? Come on. I have added. I've added. Come on now. Let's see it. Let's hit some targets now. Come on. Come on. Hit that target. There we go. Hit that next target. Come on, brother. Come on, brother. Push. Come on. Come on. Go. 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 Please. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Come again. Okay, let's get this in winner's territory. All right, so this will be a green trade. Now I was just trying to figure out how big of a green trade this will be. Are you seriously not going to hit that target right there? Dude, what kind of nonsense? Thank you. Like, why was that so hard, you little scumbag? I probably should not have called the price a scumbag while I'm still in the trade. I don't know. Maybe it's in one of those moods where it likes to be called names. I don't know. Nope. I think I offended it. Come on, keep bouncing, you dirty rat. You dirty flea-ridden maggot. Oh, crap. Push up there, brother. Again, this will be a green trade now. Just a question of how big of a green trade, because I don't know how high up this might want to go. Again, Rebel, you should know this by now. When I start to speak another language, it's not, I can't just do it. It's got to be organic. Just come up here. Tap it in. Give it a little tap-tap-a-roo. All right, I'm going to move my stop now. So I guess worst case, my risk now is I make like 3.5 points. So my risk is I make 3.5 points. Reward unknown. I like when my risk is I'm making 3 points. But I have had some trades where my risk is I make 30 points. Let's see if we can get up to that situation. Or my risk is, hey, I'm still making 30 points. Come on, hit that next target. You're so close. Do it for Big Papa. I love it when they call me Big Papa. Mommy, this man has the best sounding voice I've ever heard. That's true. Okay, now my risk is 8 points. My risk is I make 8 points. Reward unknown, because I don't know how high this might want to go. Come up to Big Papa. I love it when they call me Big Papa. Dude, Swain Ace. It's all right here, brother. Come on, brother. Come on, man. Come on, man. You should know, if you should not be trading if you don't know how to read the basics of my screen. Dude. Are you kidding me? I love it when they call me Big Papa. Okay, that's the song. Hey, that's the key today. Big Papa. Sing it. The market loves it. I think so. Brent, that does not ring a bell. Okay, if this thing gets close here, I'm going to move my stop to the low of that candle and try to lock in even more. But I want to try to give this thing plenty of wiggle room. Come on, push up there, brother. No, nothing like getting a text just then from my dad, who, by the way, thank you everybody that's been asking about him. He did have his gallbladder removed yesterday, and he just texted me. He's like, hey, I just found out your Uncle Pete had his gallbladder removed too. So it looks like maybe you got another 35 years in you. I'm like, oh, thanks, Dad. Thanks. I'm in the middle of a trade, and now I got to think in 35 years I'm going to have my gallbladder removed. I love you, Dad. I love you, Dad. Well, yeah. I hear you. Do you want to give these things that much wiggle room under certain contexts? Probably not, no. I'm just a guy on my lunch break. Well, you're also a guy that seemingly is making trades, which has me worried that you did not know how to look at my screen and kind of answer some of those questions. Thank you, Swain Ace. He is in his 70s. Is he in his 70s now? Yeah, I think he's low 70s. Okay, hey, he just texted me and let me know that his other brother, so my other uncle, still has his gallbladder. So there's still hope for me. Looking to supplement Tudka. All right, I'm gonna write that down. Tudka. Okay. I should probably not be taking health advice from. But I'll do some research on it. Thank you for that. Come on, brother. Keep on moving. I'm on the verge of getting mine removed. Yeah, my dad said it was like, and my dad's a tough guy, but he's like unbearable pain. Thank you, Lance. Yeah, maybe to be fair, that I don't know. Maybe I take that for granted and I shouldn't. I'm not sure. Come on, push up. Let's get my stop moved. So now, worst case, I make 11 points. So I like my risk right now is making 11 points. I like these circumstances. Risk, make 11, reward unknown. Why is my reward unknown? Because I don't know how high up this might want to go. Okay, Johnny, you are now bipolar's kicking in. Now you're getting weird. Clay, are you happy? Do you see what I mean, Johnny? Like, that's why I'm not kidding with you. Like, I really do. That's my thesis on you. You are bipolar. If I may say so myself, kind of like I'm having an I told you so moment. I called this. Like, we'll see how the live stream goes, and we'll see if Johnny all of a sudden gets a little weird on us. And he's starting to get weird. So good, in fact. What are you talking about, dummy? I can't stand your name. Because I had to say, wait, what are you talking about, dummy? But I'm not actually calling him a dummy. Well, I am calling him dummy, but not because I think he's a dummy, because his name is dummy. Okay, here we go. Come on, push. Get up there, brother. And I'm going to lock in some more gains now. So worst case now is about 16 points. My risk is 16. Oh, come on. You can at least hit that target, brother. No. Don't stop. Should I move it back down? Nah. Come on. Get up there. At least hit this one. I'll be happy as a clam. If that one can get hit, I'm happy. Just one more push up. Oh, you dirty. Don't do it. Marky. Don't even think about doing it. You hit, see? Hey, you guys have seen me do that before. If you scold the market and point at it, you can scare the market. No theory. You just saw it. I said, Marky, don't think about it. There it is. See? That's the holy grail. You just scold the market with your finger. Wave your finger at the market. So now my risk is what? 21 points, I think. Oh, I got to get some new targets up there. There we go. So my final 2 targets, and then my stop is right here. Yeah, Papa, you can either get really aggressive with like snipers or aggressive with the stop. But yeah, you can't just leave the stop where it is and then just let it. No, you gotta move the stop up along with it. Are you gonna exit the whole position or trap? My friend, it's all right here, dude. I have an order to sell. My stop is right there. So I'm following up with the stop, and I'm looking to scale out at these next 2 spots. Get up there. Push. This has already been, by all metrics, been a great trade. Very happy with it. Glad I trusted this all to add. So we'll see. We'll see if the party's over or not. This could very well be a double top here, so I would not be shocked. In fact, I'm planning on getting stopped out here. I mean, if this wants to be a fake double top, I'm all for it. If it wants to come back up, but I'm not counting on that. And I am stopped. Hey, look at that. Back to green. I'll take it. There it is. Oil is indeed looking pretty weak right now, and I love to see it. Did anybody give me a 1? Was anybody long with me on that one? Give me a 1 if anybody took that long. Again, based on independent thinking, no Clay, I just blindly followed you in. No, if you had independent thoughts. Look at these ones. Love to see it. Good. Good. Some of you are still in. Bless your hearts. Thank you, Jan. Wow, okay, we're cooking. Blindly following like a fruit. A lot of ones. Perfect. Well, congrats. I'm actually now wondering if we're a short. Five-minute, we have this very eerie looking candle here. So I'm thinking about switching back over if it wants to come back up. Now two, who's in red? Oh, now you're thinking, yeah, I'm thinking about a short. Ran out of settled cash. I mean, but like why? Roddy Mex. Do you see what I mean? Like, and I'm all kidding aside, and I'd ask for you. I know you're kind of like a goofball, which is fine. I appreciate somebody that tries to be funny. But like, why have you now put yourself in this place where you're out of cash? Again, these things don't exist with what day trading futures in a prop firm. How are you always green? Yeah, exactly. I am straight up. That's so true. Now that I'm back to green, that's when those people will show back up. This guy's always green. He's a scammer. That's well played there, KRT. By the way, happy 13th anniversary. Or 14th. Uh-oh. Blossom told me earlier. I think it's 14. 14th. Seven-year bond. 14, yes, that's what I thought. Yesterday, who was here for the 5-minute bond auction yesterday? That thing actually cooked a little bit. I think that was Melissa, if I remember right, who reminded us. Oh, I'm sure Barbara bought the bottom for sure. I'll have to do some research into some things that I can do to try to keep it healthy. Right, that's what I'm trying to help. Okay, it doesn't matter. You're beyond help. I don't even know why I'm bothering. Anyways, go for it. I was here but didn't trade it. That's all right, James. Range bound now. Seems plausible. Top of the range now up there. So if it does come back down to 280, is this another long here? If you believe that this is now the range, then yeah, I'm assuming you're looking to get long down around here with a premise that it's going to bounce off the range. If you don't believe this is actually a range, then I don't know, maybe you're thinking of shorting down here. But I would certainly assume that you don't think this is a long. If you don't think this is a range. Oh no. Do we? Do we have another rising wedge? I did kind of cheat, given I did not, use that high right there, but sometimes, yes, tilting your head helps. I'm not sure. I'm all in on Tesla long. Okay, well, degenerates are going to be degenerates. I hope the degenerate gamble works out. Okay, I did figure out what this thing. So when I move, so Milk Tea is saying to 380. Okay, so you're getting long at 380. Milk Tea 2.0. Is that accurate? I don't want to misrepresent you. So you're getting long at 380? Or I'm sorry, 280. 280 is what you meant, brother. Brother. Oh, wait. Oh, no. You're saying long on dips. Okay, well, let us know where you get long on the dips at. Can you do that? Like, let us know where, because your target is 380, fine. Where's your next dip buy? And then where's your stop loss? So we've got one of three numbers so far. We have your target, 380. Fair enough. Where is your next dip buy? And then where's your stop at? $280 would be a good place. Okay, fair enough. So that's his next. And then where's your stop at? This year still has a ways to go. We have space selection. Yeah. We're just in very interesting times from multiple angles. Obviously, the Iran stuff, all this, these IPOs. Milk Tea, I'm worried. But I think we're going to just keep bouncing. Okay, yeah, I understand that's what you think. But, like, what happens if we don't? Where's your stop loss at, brother? I want to see if we can get a lunchtime raid down. Okay, you're scaring me, brother. Your avoidance of this thing called a stop loss. Or do you just not use one? Or is this strategy just hold and hope, and I'm just hoping that it goes up to 380? I want to see if we can get a lunchtime raid. So who does the lunchtime raid? If I get in at 280, stop would be 30 points down. Okay. Curious, who does the lunchtime raid? We have an interesting case study right now. Yeah, he said he's looking for a lunchtime raid. I don't want to misquote him. I want to see if we can get a lunchtime raid down. Hence the question. Who is doing the raiding here? Because in my mind, it's like, well, that's weird. It's almost as though he's basing this all off of, like, sometimes they dip it during lunch or fake out the bulls and pump it. Yeah, right, but who's they? What I'm trying to get at is you have a very world revolves around me type standpoint. Like, they do it at lunch. Well, yeah, but what about us? Like, whose lunch? Are we talking about East Coast lunch? Because if we're talking about East Coast lunch, that happened, like, I don't know, an hour and a half ago. It's almost 1 p.m. Eastern. So it can't be an East Coast lunch raid. I'm guessing you're in the Pacific time zone, and in your mind, it's about to be lunch. So you think that this all-powerful, mystical body that is going to raid during lunch, well, isn't that weird how that just happens to be when it's lunch for you? But what about us that it... New York Traders lunch. My brother. I think they might be done with lunch by now. To be fair, I guess I don't know when New York Traders lunch ends, but I assume that they're not still at lunch when it's 1:00 p.m. 40 more seconds. Yeah, I don't think I'm kind of over the bond thing. Unless it's the 5-year bond because of yesterday. No, you didn't miss it. It never hit it, so you would not have been filled, Mango. So I don't feel too bad about it. It didn't actually. There is no from the 21 EMA because it didn't actually hit the 21 EMA. So don't beat yourself up too much. Clay, 2-minute chart because you're filtering noise. Well, what time frame do you use, Rim? I do promise I'm answering your question by asking you this question. What time frame do you use? 1 minute? Oh, same 2-minute? Yeah. Well, I always just tell people I use a 2-minute because it best helps me implement my strategy. Just usually people show up and say, I use the 1 minute. And then I get them to agree with the fact that they would say, well, I use the 1 minute because it best helps me implement my strategy. And then I say to them, yeah, cool. That's great. That's my same reason too. I use the 2-minute because it best helps me implement my personal strategy. Rising wedge. Oh boy, who asked that? All right, KRT, you might be onto something here, brother. Only oh my, okay. Everybody, buckle up. Okay, I think I have to try that short. This is a pretty. Ooh, okay, I have to. Doc Soul. Okay, listen. We're calling this the KRT wedge. This is a rising wedge. All kidding aside, rising wedge is bearish. Now, just because a pattern is bearish does not mean the price has to go down. But I played a rising wedge already. All right, yes, if it gets up to the top of that pattern, I will be looking for a short. Good eye, KRT. This is actually a good-looking rising wedge. Oh, man, Sandlot. It's been a while since that guy's been here. But his most recent message was good reassurance of why I started to ignore him way back when. Because the guy is, again, possible crackhead. I actually mean that literally. Because, again, live streaming is crazy. Live streaming, I can be talking to people from around the world in most circumstances, right? And I mean, that comment right there, like, there's a reason why I started to ignore him a few months ago, and he did disappear for a while, and now he's shown back up, and he typed that. So, like, good reiteration for me of why I started to ignore him back in the day. And I will resume back to ignoring. Raising bread potato wedges. I like potato wedges. That's what I mean, Homer. Like, I'm not kidding when I think some of the people I'm dealing with are bipolar. Like, I'm sure I've talked to somebody, unbeknownst to me, that was strung out on some sort of substance, like on the live stream. Because, again, this is crazy, and that's what I always tell people. The one thing I have to learn and get better at as a live streamer is trying to identify if I'm, like, trying to have a rational conversation with somebody that happens to be like a 13-year-old dude living in their mom's basement. Because that's, like, a real thing. Right? So it's just like, I could be talking to all sorts of people, including people that are probably strung out on some sort of substance. Wedge? Are you, what? How do you not see a wedge here? How do you not see a wedge? If you don't see a wedge here, I'm about to give you a wedgie. How's that? Traders aren't, well. Yeah, but sometimes I wonder if these people are even traders. I guess they are. Yeah, okay, that doesn't make, now that I said it out loud, why would a crackhead just open up and like, yeah. Whereas what you're saying, which I think I would agree with, you're probably saying, well, they could be a trader who is maybe on crack because, yeah, they're a trader. Hey, Andy the Greek, good to see you. Are you seriously? Are you being real, force fed? Because we just got one in town. It's probably been about 4 months ago now. Yes, this is the 2-minute chart. Mechanoble, you are becoming an enigma. I recognize the name. If I remember right, you've been here for like months upon months. How do you not know that I'm using the 2-minute? Explain that to me, Mechanoble, because in my mind, I would not have expected that question from you because I recognize your name and it seems like that name has been here a long time. How do you not know that I'm on the 2-minute? Now, if I have you confused with somebody else and you're like, wait, brother, I literally just showed up 3 seconds ago. My apologies. Right, but like right now, the answer to your question is right on the screen. Now it will disappear, but whoops, like look right here. So you are not. Do you see that thing that says 2 with an M? Oil with a bit of a bounce right now. Is that a dead cat bounce or not? I don't know. My contacts are messed up. So they've been messed up for the past 8 months you've been here? Observing the screen, your contacts are ongoingly messed up? That's true. It could be the 2 millennium chart. That's true. It also says it in the upper left-hand higher corner. That is true too, Chuck. I didn't want to rub salt in the wound that much, but like that is also true. Yeah, I did not see anything here about the bond auction that would make me think there was any correlation. Well, I'm not trying to hurt you. For me, that was my curiosity kicking into play. Like for some of you, again, I'm not trying to. It's just I'm a very curious person, and when I see a name of somebody that's been here for a long time, and then they ask a question, I'm like, how is it? You're either rage baiting or you're not. But if you're not rage baiting, then I'm super curious. How do you not know that? It was what was it last week? I can't remember. There was something from somebody like running their mouth about all this experience they have, blah, blah, blah. I can't remember the exact details. But then they're like, they asked me if I was in a trade. I'm like, wait a second. You have all this experience. You didn't look down here and see this thing called OpenPL and then see none of these numbers moving. Like there's just little things where you can. That's why Dunning like. There's just little tells that people will like reveal like, okay, you're not nearly as experienced as what you're acting like or what you're saying. That would be one of them. Why are you so negative most of the time? Because when you're pointing out falsehoods, that is technically a negative thing, right? Because it's wrong. And there are a lot of falsehoods that people... Well, not a lot. Like I said, the majority of people here are reasonable. And then I try my best with the trolls and bots. But trolls and bots, people have to remember, it's kind of like I have a losing trade, and then people are like, dude, why did you take a losing trade? It's like, well, I agree. Well, I wish I would not have done that, but like, this is hindsight. Same with trolls, right? Like, you don't know somebody's a troll until they kind of reveal it. But that's where I'm trying to get better, trying to recognize a troll sooner than what they are. But yeah, I mean, I'm not trying to just deal with trolls, but you don't know somebody's a troll, right? You don't know that a trade's going to be a losing trade until you actually engage with the trade. But I hear you. I hear you. I'm trying. I'm working on it. Okay, so Sandlot is continuing to prove, like my theory, that I think he is strung out right now. But are you going to trade? I don't know, Mark. I don't know. But yeah, I do. Yeah. Do I get negative? Yeah, but what is negative? Negative is telling somebody they're wrong. So am I being kind of negative to say that they're wrong? Sure, but I think that's loving. I think it's loving to tell people when they're wrong. Yeah, the guy that was like 90 years old but didn't know it. Oh, is that guy? No, I think it was somebody different. He was leaning into it though. He made himself very clearly a troll. Like he was hammering home the fact that he was just goofing around, which is fine. I'm still learning, but where are you looking to enter on a rising wedge? I was looking to enter up around here as a short and a rejection. And the rising wedge did kind of deliver, but I say kind of because, to be fair, it never quite actually hit the top of the pattern. It got in the general vicinity for sure. So in hindsight, did I really need to wait for literally the top of the pattern? I didn't need to wait for that. But that's also me just talking in hindsight. I went short in 1929. Well, I don't think you probably live under a bridge now, because aren't the markets? Oh, I see what you did. I see what you did in 1929. Okay, yeah, before I got you. Sorry, you're that I had. Wait a second. Wait a second. Let me check economic history real quick. Trolls making you miss the short. No, there was no short though. No, yes, I could say that. Like, oh, I promise, wink, wink, I was about to get short right there. No, I was looking for the top of the pattern. So no, I didn't miss anything because the brutal honesty, as much as it pains me to say it, is I was waiting for the top of that pattern. So yeah, in general though, still a good representation of the rising wedge. But no, I have not missed anything yet. Thinking about maybe playing a breakdown through here, but I don't know. With the trend of the market today, I'd much rather take a kind of rejection than wanting something to not only break down but get more continuation. Of course, it's possible, but I mean the trend is very strong today, so that makes me, I don't know, that makes me crack a couple acorns. But also, do I trust getting long at the bottom of the pattern? I don't know, because it is a rising wedge, and if that thing lets loose, this is power trending up. Yeah, I mean, did that answer help at all, Oceanus? Cracking acorns is hard. It's hard on something else too. Been respecting that EMA for a while now. Yeah, it has. It did appreciate. All right, cool. Oh, man. Okay. And then oil right now has a pretty big bear flag. So bear flag on oil right now. So if that comes back down, I would think this would come back up. But if it V shapes on oil, then yeah, the rising wedge here should work. Yeah, I think acorns are probably even harder to crack, right? Because they're even smaller. I don't know. Maybe not. I can't say that I know the. Oh crap! I should know this from school. What's the hardness scale called? There's something that measures hardness. It's a type of scale. What is that? Oh boy, shame on me. Rockwell, is that it? Rockwell scale for hardness. Where's one of our engineers or Moe's? Huh? Okay. So okay. All right. Let me just. Scale of hardness. What's that called? I was not... okay, MOHS. That's not what I was thinking of. I could have sworn there was something else. Yeah, right here. Okay, so I'm not crazy. What is this one? Okay. This is what I was thinking. Okay, so I still got a little bit left right here. The Rockwell hardness scale is a standard measure... hardness of materials like metals and alloys. Okay, technically not nuts though. Lunch raid, maybe the raid is here. It's true. I think I may go into dent mode here, and I might buy this is kind of crazy in my mind, but on a day like today, maybe the crazy thing is the right thing to do. But I'm about to buy this fall rising wedge. Okay, I just bought a rising wedge. Please do not be a. Please don't rising. Please don't do what normally or what rising wedges can normally do. Uh-oh. Come on, 21 EMA. Come on, 21 EMA. Hold, buddy. Give us that bounce. Give us that bounce. Yeah, goof. Come on. This is my last chance. Nope, got to get out. All right, stopped out. I don't why I went against the rising wedge, that was well deserved. For those of you that are like, "Hey Clay, like rising wedge is one of your favorites. Why are you not shorting for the breakdown?" Okay, I don't know. There we go. Look at it. It was a rising wedge that, again, did not perfectly reject up here, but is now getting some push through on the downside. I lost my last dollar. Market is too bullish for shorting. That's a problem. That's why I went long there, but I was wrong. It could have worked out easily. No, I agree it could have worked out. But I can't sit here and say that I'm shocked that the rising wedge didn't do what rising wedges do. Oh my, look at the 5 minute on oil. Holy smokes. In fact, I think I have to take this short. That's a good looking setup here on the 5 minute. Look at the 5 minute on this thing. Dead cat up, bouncing around here. Is this thing about to pull back a little bit? Isn't someone important to... I don't know. Is there a speech coming up? You lost your last dollar trading your... I don't know. I went for a walk today. Kind of I think that they have a little history of joking around, so I'm not actually taking that literally. Stuff always gets expensive, but never cheaper. I don't know, man. Did you see what a 4K TV cost 10 years ago? I'd have to respectfully disagree. I could have sworn 10 years ago a 4K TV was like $10,000. Now I can go get a 4K TV for like $1.50. Okay, so yeah, that's what I meant. I went for a walk today. It's not 100% serious. It's always a good trade if you follow your rules. 100% agree. 100%. Well, yeah, I agree. Okay, just let me nitpick. Under the premise that you have rules that make sense, I agree. I agree. But if you have bad rules, sure, you're following your rules, but you're following bad rules. So is that actually a good trade? Again, that's a philosophical quandary right there. Well, I'm just saying, he said that stuff always. I'm like, well, wait a second. That's true. Buy at the yes. Yes, if you have the rules to buy at the top and sell at the bottom, and then you do that, you are following your rules. But per the premise, therefore, it's a good trade because you followed your rules. That's true, James. Yeah, some of these prop evals cost more than a 4K TV. All right. Maybe along here. Oh, wait, no. What am I looking? Oh, this is oil. Crap. All right. Remind me that I'm still looking at oil. Okay, now I'm back to my normal thing here. My rule is always double down. Yeah, I mean that's okay. I to be fair though, Andy the Greek, I know what he was saying, and I do agree. I do agree with the general essence of what he's saying. But to put on the well, technically, if they're bad rules, then is that yeah? I was totally pulling off one of these maneuvers. Do I try a back test of the breakdown point? So a short up around that yellow line. Maybe. Just the classic back test, and does it come back down? I might have to try it. Well, then again, the oil thing's got me worried. Because that oil chart is pretty nasty. And if that thing rolls over, I could really see that causing the price to go up. It just dawned on me that I have not heard. Just a minute. Kids? Hello? 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 Yeah, my family left me. They gone. They gone. Not a single. It just dawned on me. Why is it so quiet? I did usually have a better idea of what's going on the schedule, but apparently I could have sworn my wife said, no, I don't have anything on the calendar tomorrow. Could have sworn. Maybe I'm crazy. Yeah, you can if you want to get sent to the VIP room. Yeah, that's the other thing too. If the kids get quiet, that's also kind of can be a red flag, but yeah. Costs more to watch the TV than the TV costs between yeah, that's true. Traders can have wives. I think What's your story, Black Magic Trading? You what? I'm assuming you're not married? Got your own place, live in your mom's basement. Are you trading from your private yacht right now? Camera's out of focus. Oh, that's a shame. We cannot have my good looks get out of focus. I think we're back. I think we're back. No, I'm 26, living in my own flat in Austria. What's a flat? Is that like a one-bedroom apartment? Honest question, I don't know. Or is that like something where like everything's in the same room? I think we would call that like a studio here in America. My friend started a company called Angry Wives. He has a trade. A flat is basically a cardboard box. Stop. Small apartment, gotcha. Cool. I hear Austria is really nice. I'd like to get there sometime. I always like Austria because they're like, listen, we don't meddle with anything. And if you're upset about it, one word, the Alps. Have fun conquering the Alps with your... Yeah, they just don't care. I have 3 rooms, don't know what it... Cool. I would like to get to Austria, though. Whoa. Ooh, spicy. No, wait, I'm stupid. I'm thinking of Switzerland. Cook me. I deserve it. Cook me. The hills are alive with the sound of music. That's the Alps I'm thinking. Sound of Music. No, wait, Sound of Music is awesome. Wait, dude, what is going... All right, talking about... Remember the irony of like, dude, I could be talking to a crackhead right now. I am the crackhead, apparently. Where was Sound of Music supposed to be? Okay, so... okay, I'm not totally stupid. Sound of Music was in the Alps. So Austria has the Alps? Okay, so I'm not totally dented. Austria has the Alps too. Okay, so I'm not that stupid. Okay, I mean, we all know that I am a dented baboon, but it's like, wait a minute, I don't think I was that dented. Okay, so it makes sense in my mind to correlate Austria with the Alps. That's ultimately what I'm asking here. That there's some logic there, and it sounds like there is still some logic. I think the difference would be what Switzerland is totally surrounded by the Alps, and Austria is not. Maybe that's the distinction. Okay. So would that be the distinction, Black Magic Trading? Is that Switzerland is probably best known for the Alps because they're totally surrounded by the Alps, and which is why they're always neutral, because they're like, yeah, come invade us, you're not going to. Okay. Whew, for a while there, I thought I was literally losing my mind. Been skiing there, it's nice. Yeah, that sounds plausible. Yes, you can ski from Switzerland down to Italy. Interesting. Yeah, 7-year note auction didn't seem to do a whole lot. I'm about to try a long here. If we can go down to that green line. Looking to get long at the green. Okay. Whoa. That's spooky. All right, I'm out. Did that thing just jump down there out of nowhere? Or did I just imagine that? In my mind, this is what I saw. Correct me if I'm wrong. I put the order like Then all of a sudden, there's like a lower move down here, and it was already back up, and I was in the green. But it all happened like a blink of an eye. Is that what you guys noticed too? Which scared me because I didn't know if it was about to get super spicy. That's why I just hopped out. Okay. Yeah, that's what had me a little nervous. To be fair, I suppose it, in theory, could have popped in my favor, but that is a two-sided coin. Mass delusions. Don't try to gaslight me. I think your data is slow every now and then. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe. That's why I'm kind of asking, do you guys have that same sort of thing? Tons of selling out there this morning. All right, Fibo. Looks like it might be rolling over on the 5. Yeah, I don't know, maybe. 5 minutes still got the 21 EMA to deal with, though. So I'm not going to write the bulls off quite yet when it's still above the 21 EMA. Still have 2 left from 333. Very nice. Clay, I trade Renko charts. That was a spike? Okay. Roger that. Yeah, the Pakistani pivot gets me a lot. That only happened on MNQ. That's crazy. Yeah, the MNQ does seem to be a little bit more wicky. That oil chart, though, was still bonkers looking right now. Like I would have to guess oil wants to roll over. And I just say that because it is still in a technical overall downtrend. But, of course, trends can always change. So if I was forced into a corner, I would say oil is going to want to come back down. But, so if oil comes down, then this goes up. But I'm thinking long right now. So that would actually make, that would make sense. Cam, all right, hey, Cam, I was thinking of you earlier. It's like, I said Monka S about something, thinking of you, and then this one guy, like, he got upset about it. He really got upset. And I was like, dude, it's just it's a joke between me and another guy here. But yeah, he did not like the fact, he's like, what's the guy with 50 kids using the word Monka S for? I'm like, calm down, brother. Yeah, it was a Monka S moment. Exactly. It was crazy. I already forgot the guy's name, though. Shoot. Joe? No. I don't remember. Crazy. Yeah, it was. I'm like, dude, it's just a joke. Like, it's a joke between me and one other guy here. Like, no, it wasn't Mojo. Being a boomer at a young... Yeah, that's a fair point. That's a fair point. Miha. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing your name. I think, yeah, Rosie, I think we were still waiting for the approval. Oh, yeah, Matt Polk. Yes, that's it. Thank you, Ty. Yeah, Matt Polk like, I don't know. He got... Like, he made that comment, and then, yeah, I poked at him a little bit. But, yeah, he did not take the poking very well. It was a Monka S for sure. Did you call him out for looking for a reason to be offended? I did not. I didn't think that, Brian. That would have been the compassionate thing to do. All right, if this comes back up, I'm thinking of a long. If it can recover. Not really interested in a long down here, but if this thing can try to recover back up, I might take a swing at it. All right, I can get rid of this rising wedge at this point. Let's just get rid of those. There we go. Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier, James. It seems like if you made me guess on oil, I'd have to say it rolls over just because that's technically going with the overall trend. There is no deal on the table. It's an so a memorandum of understanding is just both parties saying we understand what each other is saying. Is that what that is? Honest question. I'm not trolling at this point. So you're saying that right now where everything stands is there's a document, and this document simply says, yes, both sides understand what each other are saying. Is that what you're saying, or no? Teach me. Basically, it's less meaningful than a handshake. Interesting. So, not a whole lot of progress has actually been made. Hey, I'm Will. Understanding is in verbal contract. Gotcha. It's a step in the right direction. Okay, well, I'm glad I waited for confirmation for it to come back up here. Because it did not. And had I just bought right there, I'd be not happy right now. It's like spam. Okay. That's an interesting way to put it. It's like spam mail. All right. So pretty worthless then. And that's what we're waiting for Trump to approve? Am I understanding that right, Ty? That this whole thing that we're waiting for Trump to approve is this memorandum, however you say that word, of understanding? Yes. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that does sound like quite a bit of a nothing burger. I'll concede maybe it is a step in the right direction, but like, I don't know what, like an inch? Like an inch in the right direction? It's like agree to disagree. $60-day ceasefire. Okay, so this is like going to be the never-ending thing. Bless your heart, rookie. I agree with that. Yeah, that is one of the things that will get you to crack a walnut faster than anything else. Where you're not expecting it, you're just sitting there chilling. Order filled. What? Huh? Right? I don't know if we've all been there. But I think there will be a time, especially in the world of futures, which is with as easy it is to kind of leave orders out there and forget about them, where you're going to be sitting there, you know, doing who knows what, and then order filled. Yeah, been there. I think a lot of us have. I used to fall asleep trading. Oh boy. Let me guess, the London session. I'm not going to give my speech on the London session. I don't have the power in me to give my speech on the London session. All right, 5 minute. We are at the 21 EMA. So is this? When's the last time I was at the 20? Oh my goodness! Look at the crude. Last time was at 10:10 a.m. Eastern, where the price, and then since then, it's just been chilling. Yeah, the auto liquidate is always depressed. That's more of a depressing one. Yeah, well, black magic trading for you, it makes sense to trade the London session, right? But my point is for like Americans, like if you're up at 2 a.m. in the middle of the night trading, like dude. But given you're over in Austria, I mean the London session for you is I'm assuming like a reasonable hour. Wow. So if Elon Musk ever created a trading platform, given he's just like doing whatever, he don't care, his would totally be something like, or it'd probably be Nelson. He would buy the rights from Nelson from Simpsons and have it go, ha ha. Yeah, 9 a.m. for you. I mean, to me, that makes perfect sense. But yeah, for us Americans, anyway, I'm not gonna go into it. But man, if you're American and you can't get away from, like, you have to be trading at 2 a.m. in the morning, you might have a unhealthy relationship with the markets. You might be addicted. Okay, that's fine. That's fair, Ty. I would say you're the exception. I would say most people are not going to bed by 7 o'clock. I mean, I thought I was old. Like, I like to get, like, when it's 10 o'clock, I'm like, man, I'm kind of ready for bed. And I thought I was old. But, like, when I hear you're going to bed at 7, I am now picturing you as, like, a 78-year-old man. You're like my parents now. They, like, eat lunch they eat dinner at, like, 2 p.m. Ty, are you an 87-year-old guy? Which is fine. I like you. You're a mod here. You're cool. But, like, I did not realize you're an 87-year-old guy eating dinner at 2 p.m. Maybe. I do like the Zimbabwe market. They got great volume there. I think they have a whopping 100 contracts today traded so far. Tennis Lake Clay. At 11? Dude, oh my goodness. I still remember college, dorm life. Like, we kind of had the rule, like, there's dorm time and then real life time. Dorm time, you always had to subtract 2 hours. So if it was 11 real time, well, actually, dorm life, it's only 9 p.m. Like, you got plenty of time. I cannot imagine living that way now. Early to bed, early to rise makes a man healthy, wealthy, and wise. Well, what do I got to do for these? Tell me that. Is this early to bed or late? Is this Diet Pepsi or Diet Coke? You're not a real trader unless you trade the Ethiopian shrimp future market. That's a spicy take. It could be true, though. I was checking out that one, and that one had a whopping 7 contracts traded today. 7. That's actually pretty good. The Ethiopian shrimp. That was good. I might have to steal that one. That's true, yeah. Zimbabwe market up several million percents. I think the top trader there made like 8 trillion, whatever their currency is. The problem is a loaf of bread at the store, I think, is 9 trillion. It's all right. It's going all right, JH. Going all right. Thank you. Hopefully your day's going well. Back up we go. Yep, that seems to be the case. And oil not really doing it. Oil's still just going sideways. So the correlation, at least with the NASDAQ, seems to kind of just not care right now. Stopped out of your short. Did you get any targets hit? Sorry, Brian, if I lost track of it. But I'll accept the trust me, bro, from you, though, so I don't have to dig back up through the chat. You have enough track record. I'll accept the trust me, bro. Just one target. Did you at least get your stop down to break even or no? Oh, plus 198. Good job. All right, I got to turn on the fan. I am cooking over here, folks. Hopefully, it doesn't sound bad. Oh. Oh, man. Dang. That's a Monka S again, Cam. It's crazy. Don't hear it. Can't hear it a bit. Can't or can? Some of you, I don't know if you were joking or not, but some of you said it was almost soothing, like a nice brook running in the background. So I hope that was actually being serious, because that's cool. That'd be nice. Oh, can't. Barely hear it. Okay, I still hear it. Okay, good. Then that makes me feel warm and fuzzy in my loins. Yeah. So if I say like, oh man, this is a Monka S trade, that's just what I'm basically saying is there's anxiety, there's nervousness, tension, or dread. Hence why when I told him about that guy that freaked out, he's like, oh man, that was a Monka S, right? Because that guy was like, he was kind of experiencing and displaying all these things. So the goal is to avoid. You don't want to do Monka S trading. If somebody's like, hey, what kind of concepts do you trade? And they're like, Monka S, run, brother. I'm a wholesale. All right, I like it. The wholesaler and the Bavarian Weisswurst. No, before I got into live streaming, when I'd be done trading, I kind of had time in my hands, so I watched some professional gaming on. I grew up, so I love Age of Empires, that from a kid. So then I found on Twitch there's the video game players for Age of Empires. So I'd watch some of that, and yeah, that's kind of where I saw that term and had to like Google it. Like, why do people keep saying Monk S? But yeah, sounds like the pit forward trading of the Ethiopian shrimp. Yeah. I get like that every trade. Well, yeah. Besant about to speak. He almost always says stuff. Oh. Okay. That sounds like when? Let us know, Todd, when he actually speaks. That sounds like somebody that I want to pay. I want to be aware of. I have eval and pro accounts. This thing is crawling. Yeah, I guess that depends on your definition. Yeah, I can see that. I can see how you might call this crawling, Nick. I still play older. Anyways, yeah. I haven't watched those guys in a while. Because now, after I'm done trading in the morning, obviously I hop on the live stream and do this for like 4 hours. So the 4 hours is now replacing the gaming watching. Not that I watch games for 4 hours straight. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying it would kind of help me kill some time from now and then. I'm gonna sell that double top. I might join you. Might be looking for a short up around that white line. Hey, my family's home. I just heard the car pull in. That's true. Oh crap. Oh, I missed it. Out of nowhere. Okay. Wait, no, wait a second. But the guy is speaking. Okay, that's not till 2. So we still got time. I want to see how this candle finishes. So in my ideal world, this candle closes like right here. Next one starts here. Maybe drops a little bit, but just essentially goes right up, bumps its head on the white line, starts to come back down. I'll grab it short, stop over the highs, and so I can get myself a nice risk profile. Okay, here we go. Kinda. It's got to go straight up though from here. I can't have it go any more down. That's going to mess up. Come on. Go bump your head on the white line, then I'm going to throw in my entry point. Come on. Get up there. That's step 1. Got to go up there and hit its head on the white line, or at least close to it. How close is close? I'll let you know. Okay, this thing is barely budging right now. Okay, there we go. You think we get a breakout here? Oh, I don't know. You better get long then. So does that mean you're long, Ty? If you are actually long, Ty, I will reconsider my short because that tells me you actually believe in what you're saying. So you're telling me you're long right here? Oh, okay. That was kind of freaky. That thing was red and then like in an instant was like a green candle. I needed to make one tick to pass this eval. You literally needed to make one tick? Stop, that's not true. You're exaggerating. I don't believe you. One tick. I just got this email for any of you My Funded Future people. It's literally looks like a 5-hour deal. I have never used My Funded Futures. I know for some people they don't like them because their commissions are a little higher. But they're running a special deal from 2 p.m. to 7 p.m. So here are the details. I don't even know if you can see it, but yeah. So if you're with My Funded Futures, they're running the special deal right here. Maybe they'll email you. And like I said, if you want to use code CLAY, that not only will give you this deal, they're literally running for 5 hours, I guess. 5 hours and starts at 2 p.m. Eastern. So it starts in 9 minutes and goes to 7 p.m. tonight. Can I zoom in on this or no? There we go. Okay, here we go. Let's make sure we're not missing anything. Okay, this thing is just slowly grinding, but there we go. So yeah. Daily payouts, and there's a limit of 2 of them I saw. Where was that? Okay, limited to 2 uses. So there you go. So if you're interested, code CLAY, all caps. Hot off the press. Again, I recommend Take Profit Trader for, well, when I say recommend, I mean if you're a beginner to the prop firm space, Take Profit Trader due to their very clean set of rules. But yeah, I do know some of you are more experienced, and at that point, I still do think that Take Profit Trader should be part of your arsenal, but I do understand people branch out and use multiple prop firms. So anyways, FYI, for those of you that are maybe there. For Clay, for the deal. Yeah, 30% off and no activation fee right now on Take Profit Trader. Okay. I think I've tried this short. I will try it short. And if that red line turns blue, I'm in. I'm in. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. There we go. I'll take that little scalpy scalp. I promise that was not a P&L trade either. I would tell you. You guys know I would tell you. I always confess if it was a P&L trade. I only bring that up because you're like, oh, I see, Clay. You wait till you got green. No, I promise. I was not looking at the P&L. But hey, I'll take it. Back to green. Yes, that is at top, I think 2 p.m. I think we are 380. Somebody earlier was talking about 380. I don't remember. I do like a long there, but I don't trade futures. What do you trade? iViry? Are you a day trader? If so, what do you trade? iViry OG? Clay, has there ever been a time when there was no sale? No, prop firms always have sales. Like that. That's all just basic marketing, right? Like no prop firm out there exists where like the price you see is the price you actually are going to pay. Now the obviously the amount of the deal, the structure of the promotion, that's always different. But yeah. In fact, can you think of any product out there that is actually not on sale in one way or another? I suppose maybe there's some groceries. The name is so embarrassing, but low float penny stocks. Okay, but are you a day trader of low float penny stocks? Or are you just like swing trading them, investing in them? What does the buy bid button do? Correct, exactly. It puts you at the bid. Yes, okay. As somebody that day traded low float penny stocks for a long time because there really weren't any other choices, let me tell you, man, there's such a better way to trade now. Futures make low float penny stocks look like paint drying. That's how great futures are. And then you combine the fact that you can trade futures through a prop firm, which helps insulate your risk, and it gets even better. But yeah, day trading low float penny stocks, low float stocks, small caps. I know there are a couple of people out there that's all. Yeah, that's a function of their of a poorly built business. They've built their entire business around that, so they've entrapped themselves. But mathematically provable, low float, small caps, penny stocks does not make any mathematical sense. You need way more capital, which means there's more risk. You need really big moves. And even with the bigger moves, you're still making less money than you could in the world of day trading futures through a prop firm. Yeah, that would be a case, Ty. Memory chips, probably not on sale. Like if you think about it, like the MSRP for stuff, if you pay MSRP for anything, I think by definition you are overpaying, even though it is the MSRP, right? Because they set the MSRP so people can run sales, run deals. Oh, save $3,000 off MSRP. Well, that MSRP was never the actual price, anyways. The mentality. What was the mentality shift? I don't understand. Like, if I'm assuming you're using charts to day trade low float penny stocks, so why not just use charts to trade futures? What mentality shift? Rookie, have you not told this guy about futures and prop firms and all that stuff? Yeah, Nas, so far. We'll see if I can stay there or not. I try to... He bet. Man, okay. The way people... Yeah, right. Okay. Yeah, people... The way people trade penny stocks is yeah, it's I don't even... Okay. I don't even know where to begin with that. But hey, man, if you wanna make your life harder than it needs to be, go for it. If you enjoy getting stuck in trading halts, go for it. If you want to have to spend a bunch of time in the morning scanning to see where the hot stocks are, go for it. Hey, Wayne. Something that always annoyed me was grocery store in California with the stupid member. Yeah, that's what I mean. So, like, I think of Kroger. I don't think Kroger's out in California. But, like, if you grew up in the Midwest, Kroger's. Same general thing. Okay, here are all the prices, but if you have the card, it's actually this price. Well, that price is literally, like, the price. Which means you're overpaying if you don't get the card. But, like, it's just basic marketing. They can create all these deals and programs if they just create some arbitrary higher price. Well, I mean, Roger Max, you are more dented than the guy that's doing the penny stocks. Because at least the people day trading stocks don't have to worry about theta. So like you have zero room to speak here. You are more dented than them because you choose to deal with theta. Yeah. At least stocks don't have theta. But you're like, no, I want theta. So you are at the, I guess, how would we say this? You're at the top of the totem pole when it comes to dentedness. Whether or not you worry about it doesn't mean that it's not affecting you. You do worry about it. It has now pigeonholed you into having to do very, very small trades like this. Like you just confirmed that you are actually worried about theta. But again, you are a total dent. I've realized that some people actually want to improve. Other people are just dented and they just want to stay where they're at. So anyways, all I'm pointing out is you, my friend, have zero room to talk trash about this other guy. Because at least he's doing stuff that doesn't have theta. Again, like I said, it does matter, but you are an unteachable person. So you just do your thing. Dent, I'm stealing that. Hey, no problem. No, I mean, what did you do? You're also being a dent. You're being, you're day trading penny stocks and you think that's like a good idea. But I'm just saying that the other guy that was giving you a little bit of a hard time has zero ground to stand on, given he thinks that day trading options and introducing theta into his life makes sense. No, you're part of it. I'm actually defending you, but you're still a dent. Again, Rodrix, it does matter. It is still influence you. I understand you don't know what I mean when I say that, but that just proves my point. Like, you just don't get it. How did people trade before candlesticks? I mean, I don't know. The Japanese, right? Japanese created candlesticks a long time ago. How are we still talking about Roger Mack? Well, I mean, we haven't been talking about him, but he came out swinging at somebody where he had no room to swing. Yes, 30% is a joke. That literally is a joke. Any prop firm trader in payout territory is laughing that you think 30% is good. They're literally laughing. You continue to prove that you have no... So either... Yeah, I think you're just trolling at this point. %. What? It just says that FYI. So how futures prop firms. So you go get an account. So let's just do the 50K. Get the 50K, you spend 119. Okay. Well, that is how much you have in your account because that is how much is at risk. 119. Right? Then you go out there and I don't know, you make $200 on the account, right? So $200. Right there is already double what he's bragging about. I'm at 30%. Yeah, well, here's the situation where I was super modest. I said, okay, $200 you make, which in the world of futures is quite reasonable. We're already at 68%. So that's what I mean. No, you definitely did not learn from me. If you think you learned from me, I have failed you miserably. In fact, I will probably lose sleep at night given that somebody as dented as you is now claiming that you learned from me. That makes me feel like an ultimate failure. Again, he thinks annual. Okay. I don't know if Brian is here, but Brian had an account, and the way we look at that is like a trade. And he had an account where he was up like, I don't remember, was it like 19,000%? Will you ever do a meetup? Not for the chat here, no. Too many weird, there's not a lot of weirdos, but no thanks. That'd be a little too not There are some weirdo. We've had some very unique people swing through. Including this, like, Sandlot guy. Who is, yeah. Hey, Tom. Meet up. Yeah, like, what happens if Mantool shows up? That'd be straight intensity. I wonder if Darcy's been back. What if it was high security? You want to pay for all the high security? Larkin, if you are offering to pay for high security cavity searches, because if some of these people that have been here show up, I want a cavity search. You're down to do the cavity search? Okay. No problem. Okay, Larkin at the next meetup. If you look like a weirdo when you show up, Larkin just volunteered to do the cavity search. He said he's down. I'm down. It has been a while, Ty. You're right. I'm not quite sure Larkin knows what this cavity search is that I speak of. He seems to think that it means like fighting somebody. No, I guess you're yeah. Okay, maybe a short here. Let's see. Wes, you are coming a long ways. You are my favorite. Roderick, just stop. Again, anybody that's done prop firms, anybody that understands the ROI calculation, you're just it's just not there, man. It's just sorry. I'm saying if I... Oh, okay. So you're still down to do the cavity search. See, here's the thing now, though, Larkin. I think you might be one of the weirdos. You're literally here like, yeah, Clay, dude. Yeah, no, hey, man, hey. If you do a meetup, hey, I'm down to do those cavity searches. Now I'm worried. Are you playing 4D chess here? Are you actually the weirdo that's all fired up about wanting to do cavity searches on other people? That's great. I think Larkin is playing 4D chess with us. Larkin is actually the guy that I'm talking about. Yeah, I'll bring my toothpaste. I'll bring my toothpaste for that cavity search. Well, think about, hey, rookie, look at all the accounts you've blown and then look at the amounts that you've lost in these blown accounts. Not out of your pocket, but the amount of the blown accounts. And let's pretend that was real money. Is the trade-off of maybe a little bit more time worth not actually losing whatever that number is you're looking at out of your pocket? Jim is actually traveling right now. But what I'm saying is, let's just say, again, let's say you've blown, to show the math. So you could buy an account for $119. If you blow it within the test, that's $2,000. So let's just say you blow 10 accounts. That means 10 times 2,000, you've lost $20,000 gone. Now it's not actual $20,000, but If you're using your own money, that's literally $20,000 of your money. But if it's just 10 accounts at 119, so 119 times 10, that's 1190. Now, I'm only going to speak for myself, but to learn the same exact things, I would rather spend 1190 versus $20,000 to learn, again, the exact same things. That is ultimately the power of a prop firm, their ability to reduce consequences. If you're going to do something stupid and learn from it, I would rather have that lesson cost me 1190 versus 20,000. Basant about to speak live. I thought he was supposed to speak at 2. So he's late. He's late then is what I've gathered. That's true. Yeah, that's true. If you just want to build character, then go lose that $20,000. Agreed. $11.90 where? What do you mean? $11.90 is coming from my calculation that I just did. So yeah, Lakshmi, if you just showed up, you'll have to scroll back a little bit. I see now. Perfect. Fortune playing slots. Is that true? I've never heard of anybody losing $300 million playing slots. Larkin, I think the gig is up. Yeah, that's true. If you do trade live cash, you'll never, ever, ever make a mistake. That's true. No rule breaks. Maybe keeping the West Wild. Maybe. That seems plausible to me. I shorted at 335 twice. Larkin is playing. Yeah, no, that guy. Well, he is me thinking he's playing 40 chess, which probably means he's playing like 5 or 60 chess. Look it up, wild story. His dad found original. He was responsible for like 20. Oh, that's wild. $300 million. Goodness. Yeah, 60 chess. That's straight up Monka S. The crazy thing is, Ty, there's probably somebody, if you were to post that on Twitter, there would probably be at least 3 people that take that dead serious. At least 3. Man, this is tricky for me. This move here started to kind of put me in more of a bullish move. Like, okay, we're going to resume the party. And then to watch this all happen, I mean, I guess in my credit a little bit, at least I didn't take any action because I didn't trust myself that much. But the mere fact that I thought maybe the Bulls were trying to get footing again, I don't know. That's not the most encouraging thing for my vision. Is there a Discord here? Like Discord, the chat room? Or are you saying is there like Discord? Is there a strife in the chat right here? I told you, Basant drives the markets down. So you're all in short right now, Todd? So I can get short right now and I'll be good. Is that what you're saying, Todd? If that's what you're saying, I'm going to get short right now, Todd. If it's really that easy, Basant talks and drives the market down, I'm going to get short right now. Is that what you're saying? You let me know. And if you say, yeah, it's that easy, Clay, I'm going to trust you. I'm getting short. I told you so, Clay. Whenever Basant talks, markets go down. Is that what you're saying? Look, right here. Right, my finger's on the trigger. No. So did you make a bunch of money from going short? Hey, if you are here and you just used code Clay with My Funded Futures, thank you again. For those of you using My Funded Futures, they're doing like a flash sale for the next 5 hours. So right here, code Clay, all caps, gives you. I'm sure it's plastered all over their site. They probably sent out a group or like a massive email too. So yeah, I mean, you could use their code, but if you want to help support the stream, code Clay will give you the same deal, all caps. So thank you if you are here. You just fed some hungry children. Like $50. Todd, if it was so obvious, how did you only make $50? That doesn't make any sense. They're clowning on... Oh, nobody better clown on TPT. I blew an account. Were you the one... Did you just buy that? Is that you? All right. Okay. Whoever it was, I just maxed it out. I just got 2 emails from... So somebody, same email. They don't show me the entire email. MFU calling it stop loss trader. Yeah, I don't get it. Are you sure? I don't. Today you did? If you did it today, either something was broken or you didn't actually use code Clay, because I had no emails. If it was today. That's the thing with Take Profit Trader CEO. Like when I've seen him on like podcasts or like live streams and stuff like, he doesn't seem like a dude that really cares about like he doesn't seem like he's the one that's beefing. Like I've never seen him at all ever like get down like into all the drama that comes with apparently the trading world and prop firm world. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe the beef is. It sounds like the beef is just coming from one side. I used code Clay. Oh, that's okay. Well, thank you. I guess I don't know. Maybe something's broken on their end, or I'm not sure. Yeah, hockey player. Kind of want to. Okay, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get short here. Stop is there. There we go. If it wants to bounce up to that red line, I'll look to get short. Stop is the green line. No, come back up. Come on. Again, looking to get short at the red line. Oh, red line. If that red line turns blue, I'm in. The upper green line is my stop. Yes, Daniel, they provide you with the prop firm. I'm sorry, with the platform. Platform I'm using through Take Profit Trader is Tradeovate. But yes, they will give you the username and password, and then you'll just go to that platform site and log in with the information that they have given you. And I cried freedom, dancing in the night with a dream as big as the night. Do you hear what I hear? Do you hear what I hear? Child, it's not Christmas time. I would like to get filled short, and for then the bears to rise. That's true. We're almost halfway there. Come on, sing, or come on, what? Come on, light. What is it? Come on, light the. Oh, come on, ring the. Okay, come on, ring them bells, light the Christmas tree. Dun 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 dun. I don't remember. I don't even know if those are the right lyrics. But I don't know why I have Christmas songs in my head. Come on, get up there. I'm trying to get. Why isn't this man trading? Listen, I'm trying. I have my orders up here. I just need to get filled. Brother, I thought the market hit its ceiling like 20 times since. That's kind of like me in real estate. I am literally the world's worst real estate investor. I have bought so many houses and properties, and I'm like, you know what? This is just for the ROM. ROM standing for return on memories. Because in my financial landscape right now, I'm not necessarily all about the ROI. I'm good with like ROM, return on memories. So I'm like, you know what? It's okay. Like we bought a cottage several years ago up on a lake in Michigan. Not on Lake Michigan, but just Michigan has lakes. And I'm like, okay, oh man, there's no way the real estate market keeps going up. But, well, whatever. ROM, return on memories. Nope. No, it kept going up. Did very well on that one. Like, that's happened on it. So, yes, I have done well in real estate investing. But I'm a terrible real estate investor. Like, so many times, I'm like, oh man, this is not, okay. We'll have some fun with it. Nope. Market just keeps going up. So yes, I know what you mean, Nas. I've been that way with the real estate market. What information do you get from the Dom? You get where people want to buy and sell and their quantities. Ooh, okay, maybe a fill here. Come on, hit that red line. If that red line turns blue, I'm in. Come on, brother. Just push up there a little bit more. I did just move up my entry point some more. I want to reduce my risk profile just a little bit. Hopefully that doesn't actually cost me an entry. That would be disappointing. All right, come on. Come on. Again, if that red line turns blue, I'm in. Trying to get short. Oh no. Oh no. Did I just move my entry point out of... Oh boy. Oh boy, did I just outfancy myself? I think I might have just outfancied myself. I'd totally be filled had I not moved that entry point. Uh-oh. I don't know how this thing is barely budging right now. Like, I'm not looking to get into a trade really and hold for the next 20 minutes. All right, no. Okay, maybe here. If it pops up and comes back down. Oh, there we go. Perfect. Oh, not 1. Let's go 5. There we go. Okay, if it wants to come back down here now. Okay. A star. Okay, this thing. Okay. 14. Yeah, risk 10 points. Yeah, I'll play ball. Okay, if that red line turns blue, I'm in. But it's got to come back down. Price has got to come back down if it's going to fill me at that red line. A star, dancing in the moon. All right, never mind. Now my risk profile is too big. Okay, I mean, I tried. I thought this guy trade. I'm trying, brother. I'm trying, sister. I'm trying, fellow furry. I'm trying. But I can't just throw something on. Good singing, brother. Thank you, Vonde Wing. That's very polite of you. That's quite factual about good singing. Thank you. That's the most accurate thing I've heard all day. Oh, whoops. No. Wow, we got some old school. No. What happened? Wait, what is going on? Okay, we're getting, oh my, hey! What happened? What happened with my, okay, just a minute. Let's, okay, we have a little production malfunction here. What in the world? Oh boy. Where'd my thing go? Hello? Seriously, where did it go? That's not it. No, is this it? This is it. No, this is not it. Oh, there we go. Okay, holy smokes. There we go. See, behind the scenes, I got all sorts of different slides. Some of you are like, dude, I can help you out with your production. Yeah, I might need it. But anyways, like I said, hey, this is what happens when there's no sponsorships. I'm trying to survive on beans and rice. I cannot afford a proper production manager. But anyways, if you are enjoying the stream, if you've enjoyed and you want to help support it, save yourself some money. Code Clay with any of these prop firms. Take Profit Trader, who I use, who I recommend. I think they're the king of the business, especially if you're a beginner in the world of prop firms. But I do understand everybody's got their different experiences. Everybody maybe has their different goals. Some of you are trading maybe multiple accounts across multiple prop firms. But any of these, not only will Code Clay give you whatever the deal is, so save yourself some money, but it helps support the stream. At the end of the day, like I said, there's no sponsorship. So if you want to help keep this ad-free and then just flat out keep the stream going, then yeah, I can't be any more blunt than that. If that makes me an evil person, I guess I'm an evil person. But yes, in order for me to justify all of this, Code Clay helps out and saves you some money along the way. So I'm going to go ahead and call it good. On your way out, if you don't mind hitting that like button, that would be great. I'll be back tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern at the very latest. Usually I show up early, so if you want to know exactly when I go live, that's where subscribing and turning on the notification bell will help you out there. So, yeah, I don't know, a fine stream, some interesting conversations, but overall, a good one. So take care, everybody. Have a good rest of your days. I'll see you back tomorrow at the very latest, 11 a.m. Eastern. So like I said, hit that like button. Make sure to subscribe. And yeah, feed some hungry children. Code Clay, all caps. Take care, everybody. Have a good rest of your day.